On today's episode of Let's Talk FGO, hey, it's episode 250. So, yeah, we've been doing this a while. Yes, and we have decided to bring it to you live, suddenly, rapidly, through some technical, I don't know about difficulties, but some growing pains. But hello. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever, everybody. How you doing? I'm one of your hosts, Omega, and... Oh my god, they killed Lucky! Those bastards! Okay, he comes right back. Just like everything, alright. But yes, we are bringing you the episodes of the stuff. How's everybody doing? It's good, we can get a little extra oomph out of this episode. Now that we have, like, not a lot to talk about, but the show notes are a little lean. Just because, you know, not a whole lot's happening yet. But still, some interesting things. We got all this stuff to go through. Yep, nope. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting character who just showed up. Sorry, I'm in the middle of completing the last pip at a story quest just as we got started. Yep. Missions, y'all. How are you doing on your missions? Something funny just happened. Oh, I just got introduced to a character who's not... The banner's not out yet. Slow previews of everything.
Yes, I did. I forgot to unmute my own mic.
Oh, do people not hear Lucky? Well, that's okay. That was on the stream end. On the audio version for patrons, we were recording correctly. Right? Yeah, loop back. Everything's fine. Do you want to reread your intro then, since they didn't hear you?
Yes, I'll reread my intro. So I hope everyone is enjoying Fate Grand Order, aka Making Summer Memories. And while we here at Studio Mega like to bring you the latest Neptune-related news and memes, we will be talking about current and future events for both the JP and EM version of the game. So anyone not wanting spoilers should try not to die in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Might have been a little bit more spicy on that second take.
Hey, you know, whatever works. Alright, that's a quest wrapped up. Please hold while I plug in my phone. Because I have been going pretty ham on this event. But yes, hi, we're here.
We are here.
Alrighty. Well then, before we get too much further in here, I would like to remind everybody really quick, this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Adna Harbor, Architect 10, Lexus OG, Carlos, Dragon Ferris, Jerry Vasquez, Jesse LaFay, John Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Richard Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Trevor, Sean Pryor, some guy named Bob, 723, Aaron the Crow, and many more. As always, we appreciate your support, and if you like what we do, must use more, consider throwing us $1 or $2 on Patreon, get episodes to episode early and other good stuff. And again, really appreciate the support.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Omega was like, an hour ago, was like, hey, Lucky, we like episode 250, you want to do a surprise stream? And I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I was doing my math. I was like, I know 250 is soon. When is it? I pull up, like, all the list of the audio files, and, like, the last one is 249. And I'm just like, hey, Lucky. It's episode 250. Do we want to do something?
I mean, I like streaming.
And he was like, yes, please hold for burrito.
That was quite literal. Okay. That was quite literal, by the way.
That's all right. It's all gone now, so I can't sip into the microphone, but I did get myself a cup of coffee before we got started. But alrighty then, let us continue on with your regularly scheduled Let's Talk FGO programming.
Yay!
Now that we're on the ball and got everything in there. So we're gonna do Wake the Fuck Up Summer Pro Tips. There's no sound cue because that's usually recorded on my end, so I can't pipe it to Lucky. I mean, I could send him the button to press, but that would be just another audio thing he has to figure out. So we'll skip it. Mash tells you to wake up.
You do
or
it.
Does she?
That was very high
Ooh,
pitch.
that's a great sound wave.
I don't know if I'll call that
So
great.
we got some pro tips this week. First of all, this was written down by Lucky earlier, but it is correct. Don't worry about your gender changing. It's a thing. It's deliberate. I know some people have been bamboozled, but yes, no, that's intentional. It is a feature, not a bug. Speaking of bugs, there was reported a bug with Summer Kiara's NP, also with Romulus Kurnis' NP, just nobody noticed for like 2 months. But it has been fixed now.
Damn, Brent.
I'm glad one is working for you. I have to speed create another one of those sometime. Soonish. Let's see how things go. But yes, so yes, there was a brief issue where Summer Kiara's NP was coded incorrectly. It was not correctly checking for stacks on enemies. It was checking for stacks of mental buffs on herself. But there was a patch note released a while ago that said that they fixed that. And also, apparently, like I said, Romulus Kurnis had a similar issue. And again, just nobody really noticed. I have seen some people on the internet being a little spicy about this, but considering it's been less than a week and they fixed it, and once again, like I said, I sure don't remember anybody bringing this up about Romulus Kurnis, so y'all didn't notice. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Next, we check in from Rugged on Throne, a regular achievement topic. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
All right. Well, first of all, easiest in the world, but you know, Summer Python Smile already secured. Thank you, WXP.
Thank you.
And thank you, 5-star EXPs. Literally 1 AP run is enough. And also, before Summer actually kicked in, I did manage to protect Adelante Alter, Yalter's Smile as well. I'm pretty sure I hadn't mentioned that one yet. I was working on that one. I think I still got a couple of golds. Like, I think I still have Helena and Wu in my backlog, but I'm advancing on leveling all these new servants who showed up. And that's Mies.
Now, we're going to switch over to Mies. And you can probably tell from on screen, it's very, very obvious. But I did manage me an NP5.
No.
NP5 Summer Ilya and Summer Bryn, as well as Kiara. So yay! And as you can see, as how they are very dressed up, all their smiles are protected, including Summer Python. Now, we're going to flip that coin. We're going to flip it. We have gone from heads to tails. And on the ass of this is not all the world's evil, but damn close. I know I've told a few people out on our Discord how much I had to spend. It ain't a abysmal number, but I want someone to guess. I want someone to guess.
Not me, by the way, because I can see. I was trying to flip a coin, but I can't get it to make it sound loud enough that it'll be picked up on microphone.
Ahoy to you, Despair.
Yes, ahoy. Thank you for the super chat.
Meanwhile,
Somebody shooting high.
$2,000. We have $600. Then we have a $200.
So we've got really high, really low.
699, 669, 700.
And then that last guy's just doing the prices right. We'll see what $1 over.
Well, actually, it's Orion Perez with 600.
Ding 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 ding.
I spent actually $616 and like 87 cents. Taxes, y'all.
Yeah.
And it was not the best. Kiara was the first and only SSR I got in that entire spending. And I was literally drowning
On one hand, that's like Okay, cool. You didn't get spooked. On the other hand, damn, that's a lot of money, no SSRs.
Yeah.
That's like my SSR luck.
Like I said, I did get Actually, I got MP6 Ilya and MP5 Bryn in that. The thing that actually bugs me the most about this whole situation is not so much that, but if I had a nickel for every time I rolled a silver archer and it's sparked into a gold Ilya, I have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's really fucking weird that it happened 3 times.
Yeah, wow. Because, like, you know, obviously we all have our own, you know, up and down experiences with, like, gold sparks, spark to gold, you know, rainbow sparkles. I can say, I don't think I brought this up because I was busy distracted by my internet exploding, but, like, when I got my Castoria rolls a couple weeks ago, that was on a rainbow sparkle, right?
Right.
Like, that was the full fanfare and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, yay, SSR. Hey, it's the correct one. Yay.
Yay!
But there are definitely times when I don't know what RNG decides it, but the banners get a little feisty. Like, you'll be doing skip gang and just be like, huh? A silver? Zip, zip. Oh, it's a gold. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Like, the first 2 times I was doing slow skip gang, and, like, I saw and then I hit the, I see the silver archer card, and I hit it, and just immediately flips over to Summer Ilya. I'm just all like, Nani?
Yeah.
And it happened 3 times. I'm just all like, I was just like, whoa. No,
By
but
the way, for me, I spent 10 tickets on Banner 1 to try and get CEs. I got a couple of CEs.
oh, I'm drowning in CEs, y'all.
I guess you are, I bet.
I got 3 MLB copies of the 3 and 4 star, and I think I got 2 MLB copies of the 5 star and 1 extra left over.
Oh, swag.
And I'm actually talking about it. I was actually very fortunate just this morning while doing the day apartment. I was able to get me a CE drop, so my damage CE is on full fucking blast, which is super important to me right now.
Yes, that's good. I haven't gotten a CE drop yet. But I am plugging away at my my missions and my whatnot. I think of it about... I know I'm over 30. I think 35-ish missions cleared.
I'm at 50-something, I
About a
believe.
third of the way there. Kinda up and down.
Yeah, so I'm in...
Lucky gets to do missions at work, and at work he distracts me by telling me I need to write about cyberpunk drugs.
Yeah, I do. I know what I'm about. But I am having a bit of the agita, as we say, because Banner 2 is right around the corner, and while I technically only really want Murasaki, I know me, other people know me. If the cards don't fall in a certain way, I'm just gonna keep spinning until I get all of them.
Yeah, no. We understand how this works. Everybody should remember, if you've been here for a while, and if you're not, hey, maybe check some of the archives out. You know, it was a couple years ago now, but you gotta remember the saga of the 13 Mamas.
Yes.
Like, when Lucky digs in his heels, he digs in his heels. And obviously, it's not going to be relevant right now. But if you do want to assuage your man Lucky's bank account, consider dropping us a super chat or a membership or something.
Super chato.
We appreciate them, and also, you know, we get to yell about them on stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I think that's all the news on that front. We can move on to our next segment, which is, did you finish your master missions? Your master missions for this week are defeat 5 servants, defeat 10 servants, defeat 15 enemies who are Earth attribute, Earth type, defeat 15 humanoid enemies, so that's the humanoid trait, 15 demonic enemies, acquire 3 skill gems or servant statues through battles. Which is basically, everybody say it with me now, do the event. Though I have been informed that depending on exactly what you do, the event itself may not give you enough servant clears for your last couple of servants. You might need to go back to the Fuyuki mines. You can easily clear up a couple of ones pretty cheap on XF if you do not get those through just main story progression. But yeah, so should be pretty simple this week, chilling away, which is good. This event also gives me a shitload of Saint Quartz. I'm already back over 200. I'm over 200, and I'm rolling for SRs in the summer. Everybody knows how this works. But the banner 2 will have dropped by the time we get to our next show. So everybody in chat or in the comments later, be sure to leave your over-unders for how many Summer Abigails Omega is going to get while trying to roll Summer 4-stars. The fact that Toei and Murasaki are so central in this event is not helping.
No, it's not.
Vroom, vroom. Much pain, Pecco. Or not. We'll see. Who the fuck knows? So sometimes I get a lot of SRs. Looks at my 6 Kirkis before I got 0 Odysseus's. But the desire sensor is real spooky. But we can move on to our next element. Skellograms.
Yeah!
We have one item in the old skeleton telegram pocket. Which, speaking of, because, you know, the show's been going on for 5 years, if you don't get that one, that's actually a reference to the Fate Apoc anime, because Shishigo has a fucking skeleton telegram writer. It was hilarious. So we're all official on that is the source of our news. We get it through necromancy telegrams. But there's only one item this week, because technically, yes, the summer started, but I believe it was announced already that it was coming by the time we
damn, it was
did the thing last week. So
fuck you, chicken!
And we did the pregame, so you knew it was happening.
I'm having skewers tonight, bitch!
Be good, chicken. But does the chicken arise? I was very confused for a moment. I was like, why are there 2 chickens? It's because the live count and the time counter is covering one of the chicken's HP bars. That's why. He's like, wait a minute, I only see 1 chicken HP bar on the screen.
Chicken cloning.
Things that happen only while we're live streaming.
Chicken clone jutsu.
But the big one is JP. In a little bit of a surprise, this was very confusing when this percolated in our news desk. OQ main interlude.
I mean, I don't know why.
From the 13th of July to the 20th of July.
I'm not that surprised.
I mean, I'm not. Like I said, I don't know if I was surprised per se. We knew it was coming. It's just I was confused because I was like, wait, OQ, what? And then I was like, oh, JP main interlude. Okay.
Oh, that's what.
Waiting for the rerun over here.
Yeah, that make okay. Now I see why people might get confused. All right.
Yes, because I was just scrolling through news desk and I see all the OQ assets and I'm just like, what? Are we gonna do the OQ rerun in the middle of summer? No. But that's funny.
Truly multi-track drifting.
Yeah. So this includes your typical main interlude stuff. It's free during this week period. You can unlock it for 1 RP later. Parvati's Trial Quest is now free in the RP shop if you cleared Lost Belt 3. So if you haven't picked that one up, you can get it for free. You'll get your Rare Prism refunded if you did buy it back. That's got a ticket if you missed the original run. There is a new interlude for Scheherazade included. It is only a Sync Quartz interlude, but still, that's good for 2 quartz and a heads up on there. By the way, if anybody out there is doomsaying that we're going to somehow skip the OQ rerun, you're wrong, because Scheherazade has a rank up in that, so there's real mechanical shit that happens with the rerun that we need. But yes, it's slotted, as somebody in chat said, it's slotted perfectly between LB3 and LB4's Recollection campaign. So it's a perfect time for JP to do it. It's just, I feel like it was not necessarily like the most obvious one. It just percolated to news desk. I'm just catching up on our Discord. I was just like, what? Huh? But there is some banner rotations. I believe we have a raid-up pattern of Kama, Scheherazade, and Kiara. So that's new raid-ups on Kiara and Kama. And, you know, she has a raid-up if you are looking for that, though she is a permanent unit. Excuse me. And Parvati is on raid-up at all times. Plus the CEs are back in rerun rotation. So, you know, the usual stuff. It as somebody, like I said in chat said, this slots into our between Lost Belt 3 and Lost Belt 4 campaigns. I assume that Road to 7's Lost Belt 4 stuff will probably be happening towards the end of this month. And they'll probably do that as a buffer, like, just before JP's anniversary, which should be the 30th, I think, is when they've got their streams and stuff planned. I don't remember exactly. They announced it several weeks ago.
I'm dumb. Or whatever, Bringo Burr.
It's fine. You have Berserkers. And also, even though she's temporary, Python has still got freaking plus 100% damage. But yeah, so...
Fried chicken.
Hey, OQ, you can get your jokes out now about it. But I am certain that we'll probably get ours maybe sometime during, like, early August or something. If only just because, you know, NA has to deal with the fact that, as we've discussed before, this time period was pretty barren in JP. And you can enjoy your summer in the meantime.
Yes, there was so much Kama art, and I was very thankful. I retweeted a lot of it.
Yes, there was a big explosion of the Kama energy.
As there should be.
The best image I saw, the funniest at least, was like the 3 commas stacked up one style.
Yeah. I remember that one.
But the edge, there's a lot of stuff going on. We will continue to see. I think there were some new graphicals. Yeah, somebody just said it in chat. Space Hijikata is going to be a CE. Well, I mean, Seraph is in main interlude already, so that kind of tracks. They want to make sure you're actually getting all the stees. Oh, here we go. And there's the other one. And we've got 5.5 style Melusine.
Mm-hmm. Getting her Heiano.
Yeah, so you know they're doing all the stuff. Space Jikata, by the way, very rad. I'd love to see the hack and slash game with this protagonist.
We're due for another Fate Muso. I don't care what anyone says.
I mean, we are. Well, I know why. It's because frickin' Nasu is hellaciously overworked. You know, God knows what Type Moon is doing. They're remastering Witch of the Holy Night, and also we are presumably working on the second half of... I don't think the NP animation will. If it's got, like, CCC music, that doesn't count. They can't... I refuse to believe that somehow they've copyrighted that because we don't have that fucking game. That would be absolutely nonsense. Occasionally, NPs do get hit in the preamble, but the banner's already out, so I don't think they'd be claiming those anymore. I think that's usually, like, anti-leak stuff. And we're talking over it and have chat overlay, so I'll just yell at them.
Yelling!
At least for audio-visual. Music, there's no point in yelling about it, but if it's like an NP video, usually I can be like, guys, this is clearly not it. Like, what was it? Before Luluwaha, there was that issue with, we got a video claimed because Lucky used regular Caskill without his costume, and they were going to do like a fucking Aniplex promo for the summer costume video. And I was just like, no, this is not correct. And I think we got that one back. Nah, the visual will be fine. If people have been having problems, it's probably because they have been posting the promo videos. Like I said, they... I think Aniplex handles the claims over here. Anyway, before a banner drops, they will usually get a little feisty about NP videos matching certain servants. But we don't usually have any problems with the gameplay afterward. And chicken dying kind of slow.
Well, I'm only at regular speed, so everyone can enjoy animations.
But yes, we continue to wait with bated breath for further JP news.
I am very curious about when they're going to slot in their summer rerun. And their anniversary.
If they are, honestly, it's a little weird, and I hope they don't pivot away from them entirely, obviously because they will need to fill content at other times, but I definitely feel like this year, Los Angeles is very focused on main interludes and their Road to 7 campaign. Like, we have, people have pointed out, we have not been getting a lot of reruns. Then again, summer last year was super late, so they might just work a timing into it because they have lots of events with these Road to 7 they need to get out of the way. So, meh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have it. I'm pretty sure they have it all planned out, but they don't give us a roadmap. I really wish they give us a roadmap.
Yeah, usually it's just like, for major story events, you know, like for example at NA's Anniversary 5, Nissan showed up and said that Lost Ball 5.5 would be in November, you know, drop that bomb on us. Usually we get those kinds of heads up, but otherwise it's just like, hey, there may be an event later this month. Occasionally they'll do some streams and stuff.
Like, I know there's, like, several other gacha games out there that will just give you, like, a couple months of advance of, like, hey, here's what's events that are coming up, you know, prepare accordingly. I'm all like, sweet, thank you, yes. Like, this is why...
I mean, I feel like with FGO, especially because of the way, part of it's just the culture of, like, Fate, like, a lot of the old school, like, Fate, like, story writing is about, hey, who's that servant? Who are they? Oh my god, that's that guy? Like... You know, with the you know, true names being revealed and stuff, that's kind of baked into a lot of the writing. I suspect they've kind of just gotten used to not letting us know things ahead of time. Though obviously, and they've even tried systems where they actively, whatchamacallit, don't tell us the servant name. Like, you know, they conceal them either for promo or in game, and then they stopped doing that because it didn't work very well. But you know, there's definitely something they said where I feel like they don't want to have too much lead up with servants, but they also usually have several versions of the event graphics, right?
Right.
So I do also agree that they probably could on some level give us like maybe a month-ish roadmap. I mean, you can interpolate a lot. Like the fact that they're doing Road to 7, you can be like, well, the next Road to 7 is this one. So there's that. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it'd be great if they don't even have to give us a graphic. Just, like, make a blackout graphic and tell them what kind of event it is. Be like, summer event, you know, Halloween event, main event, you know, side event. And just give the dates between when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what,
you know,
that's what I kind of want.
And sometimes when I think they've got their ducks in a row and they're pre-planned, they will do that. Like, obviously, they will say... You know, like if there's a stream ahead of time and stuff, they'll be like, "Hey, you know, for Gold, we're gonna announce the Golden Week collab like a month early. You know, we're at you know, this convention or that convention. Oh, we'll announce the next story thing. You know, is gonna come in this month." As somebody brought up in chat, they will also usually when they're on streams, whenever if something's gonna require like X amount of story clear, they will be like, "Hey, just a heads up, our next event will require story clear," but they do not often, I won't say they never, but they do not often go like, hey, our next event for sure is the Lotto event, or the Lotto event will happen, you know, in a week, or a month, or this month, whatever. Stuff like that. There's definitely some room to improve there.
By the way, I do love that in Bryn's NP, sometimes when they do the sprite cut-in, sometimes it will be Bryn and Sigurd. And I'm like, yes, good, give me more of this stupid couple.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
Yeah, like, the servant silhouette thing they do is actually pretty good on them to, like... Because that doesn't usually tell you hardly anything, especially because they deliberately fuck with us based on what silhouettes they use. But it does let you kind of check off as the year goes on. I believe, by the way, we're almost complete. I think we've got only, what, a couple missing? Now, I think some of the servants didn't get cleared until all the way until the end of last year, but still. By the way, people are already speculating about... Sorry, don't know why I'm yawning. Like I said, I had a cup of coffee before we got started. The yawns wait for no man. But we've already got people speculating about summer. You know, for some reason, many people are trying to talk about summer Kagekyo. I'm not sure what really spawned that one.
I think it's just the usual summer speculation.
Yeah. I will say, you know, there was technically, I think, some foreshadowing in this event for Summer Chiyome. She does talk about changing her spirit origin, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But no guarantees on anything.
Let's see here.
So we'll see about all that. Speculation, you know, runs rampant, you know, as usual with everything. Like, if you tab over to the spoiler channel or Discord, people are like, look at this weird icon. We can guess that this thing's going to come out.
People really don't like surprises, I learned. People have to know.
I mean, I do think they like surprises, but some people like to be purely surprised. I'm not always one of those persons. Sometimes pleasant surprises are okay, but a lot of surprises are a little spooky. But a lot of people like to figure out something ahead of time and then be like, oh, I got this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people do find puzzles fun. I will say I don't think this is a puzzle because the things that are lined up there are not quite the same. Interesting. I wonder if that's true. Sorry, I was scrolling up through our spoiler chat to try and find the people speculating about Anniversary Servant and stuff. People have cottoned onto that there is technically so far been a pattern of caster, not caster, caster, not caster, which would be caster again this year. But as we know, the moment you call a pattern on Delightworks now Lasengle, they'll fuck it up for you.
Listen, just give me Tiamat. Just give.
That'd be a good one.
That's all I need. That's all I want.
But this was pretty funny. I did see somebody posted a legend graphic for the Bandai Namco leak that happened recently, and apparently, if this graphic is correct, they are saying Armored Core will be Q1 next year. I'm not sure I believe that because there's Elden Ring DLC that'll be Q3 next year. I feel like those should be swapped. But well, we can always speculate on one later. Also, Code Vein 2. But yeah, there's a lot of people trying to figure out rando bandos.
Sorry, you say Code Vein 2, and my first thought was, so God Eater 5?
I mean, technically.
Sorry, that was just my immediate thought. I do love Code Vein. I do happy I played it. But again, that reveal at the end gets me every single fucking time. I'm just all like, why though?
I would also say this graphic is probably not exactly correct because the person is interpolating the fiscal years wrong. Fiscal year 2023 technically started this year, so Q1 has already passed. So it's an interesting speculation. I retweeted.
Oh yeah, no, they've
Yes, they were. Was it technically leaked, or was it more of a like, hey, we're looking for QA testers and surveys?
No, it was during a questionnaire they had.
Right, yes, it was explicitly a questionnaire that
and then they showed off some graphics, and they're like, check this shit out, and people were like,
yeah, that basically, I would say next year is probably way too early, because they sounded like they didn't necessarily start very far in pre-pro, but they were definitely polling people about new Armored Core.
Yeah, but I'm excited about that. But again, I try not to, like, honestly, me personally, I don't try to give leaks too much. Like, I like throwing out guesses, but I throw out guesses like I throw out fucking darts.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you know, if we have confirmed leaks, like legitimate, somebody has gotten like assets or something actionable you can work with, okay, that's one thing. That's just information. But these days, it's easier and easier to fake assets.
Yeah, they do.
So, like, people be posting, like, apparently there's, like, Pokemon's leaks, and I'm just like, huh, interesting. Well, we'll see.
I'm just gonna keep fucking...
It's the same with, like, FGO data mines and leaks, though I think Lasengo / formerly Delightworks got a little bit better at hiding those in there. Secreting things so I feel like servants get data mined less. It's usually only, like, story releases where all the characters, whatchamacallit, like, when all the characters are in the story chapter, right, before the banners drop, that's the only time I think I see FGO data mines and leaks anymore. And even then, there's no guarantee that the character becomes perfectly playable. But all right, we've futzed around in technical skeletograms talking about the future long enough. It's fine. There wasn't any news to talk about. It's fine.
It's all fine.
But that means it's time for Murbuck.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me...
As I double check my emails and delete some stuff.
Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. I fucked up. I don't know why. I literally don't know why, but my fucking... On my second monitor, if I put a window too fucking high up on it, it'll automatically, There it goes. It'll automatically, full screen it for no goddamn reason. And I hate it. I've been trying to turn it off forever. They're like, nah. That's all like, magnetize! I'm like, don't magnetize! Hang on 1 second. Okay, so now it's almost off the screen because when it minimizes, it decides to minimize way the fuck over there. Hang on. Is everything looking okay? No, it's not. It looks garbage. Fuck. Listen, Meg, I have to show you. I have to. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna send this over to you. I'm gonna show you where my fucking program just flew off to here, just so you can understand how fucking mad I am right now.
All right, give me the Scrimlow. Shoot me the whatsits. Oh, yep, and you've included the corner. Yes.
That's...
Yeah. What?
Hang
That
on.
doesn't even fit there.
I can't... I'm trying to grab it, but everything wants to be like, hey, you want to push the X? I'm like, no, I don't want to push the fucking X. I want to grab this window, you ass.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's bad, y'all. Way down on the way down corner. Now it's all the way over there.
Ah! Okay, oh wait, I got an idea. Okay. I had to basically grab the edge of it so I could fucking expand it, and I can expand it far enough that I actually get the bar where I can move it.
There we go. Alright, positioning is happening.
Positioning is happening. Please stand by. Oh my god. Okay. I think that's...
If we did a terabit version of the hang in there poster, the terabit not having arms would be hanging onto the branch with his mouth.
Something like that.
Food for thought.
Oh wait, hang on.
Also, I mean, I'm pretty sure technically on the subject of data mines, I'm pretty sure that there was, like, people, like, actually mining servants before they were not playable, like, calculating their skills and stuff from Trom, so...
Oh, people have a method. Anyway, now it is time for this week's Let's Talk FGO Mailbag, the segment where we read what you have to say and comment accordingly. This week we have 15. If anyone has sent any in the past fucking hour, they...
Die!
Yeah. Because I made a fucking effort.
Yes, I just refreshed. It says 17 now.
I'm sorry, you two are dead to me.
Sucks to be y'all.
Because in the spirit of fun, bam, I copy-paste all of them, and we're going to red pit some shit. With this lovely, lovely soundtrack in the background. I hope you're all ready. So, we're going to start off. I'm sorry if everyone's got blasted by fucking the white. I literally came up with this on the last fucking minute, so it's going to be a thing.
We're doing our best.
So anyway, I hope all of you make sure to proofread yourselves, otherwise you're about to get owned. And with that, let's get started. So, this first one comes from Blessed by Castoria, Cursed by Kiara. They say, hiya, Loki and Meg. I was blessed last week by Castoria, needing only 200 Saint cores for MP2, but Kiara didn't come after all, after 600 Saint cores. What is your most memorable luck turnaround in the gacha? Once again, thanks for your VODs. I wish you good vibes. Wah, 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 wah. Let me just... Hang on here, let me just... Yeah. You need apostrophes, dude. Don't forget your apostrophes.
contractions and possessive.
Yep. And unfortunately, to answer your question, memorable luck turnarounds, I don't fucking know.
I mean, I feel like I've got one from this year. I mentioned it earlier. So for White Day, I went to the mat. I spent $80. I did not get Odysseus, and I got a shitload of Kyrgyz. But in a turnaround, technically I did better on Atlantis because I was able to. I did have to spend money again, but I was able to get Canis and also still get got Dioscuri and Romulus Queerness. So
yeah,
my SSR luck went from not good. I don't think I got. I'm pretty sure I didn't get any SSRs in that spree either. To actually getting SSRs, even if that's not what I was aiming for, precisely. It worked out. And if there's ever challengey type content to do, now that I've got a Castoria, Dioscuri, free pure Sinvol.
Yay.
Get fucked, nerd.
Actually, I wonder if I can do a better swap. I think I can do a swap while we actually chat, so it's not all just widescreen. But regardless, thank you very much. We're going to move on. All right, we move on to the next one. It comes from Ayas, the guy who will max Sigurd's guts when he gets a chance later, as that skill is overwhelmed by Brynhild. Very true. I think I've seen him get stabbed like twice. But they say, yo guys, I was thinking back to the events of LB5 for a bit and began to wonder when we... Wait, how do we spell it? It's... Is it A-R-E-S?
It's in my channel. It's IES.
IES.
Pretty sure. Or is that the constant, the zodiac sign? Let me double check. Curse you, Greek, and all your similar vowels.
Anyway, became Mars and raised to the status of a demiurge in the Roman...
A-R-E-S.
Yes.
I-E-S is the zodiac sign.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. When Ares became Mars and was raised to the status of a demiurge in the Roman pantheon, would that really transmute to his summon mecha body in the LB being on a scale equal to that of Zeus, or would the divinity up only serve to work as a better catalyst for the summoning of Romulus Queerness? P.S. for summer... Oh, excuse me. Rolls for summer went weird as I wanted Sigurd and got him, but also... want... Let's see here. That's at just like... I don't have my tablet, so I can't actually do that. But want it Archer
properly do the pen.
Yeah, and got Brind from the drop banner and Peter Carrier from the solo Archer Ilya banner. Sincerely, Ayas, the one who has the gut skills to max.
I mean, if you're asking me, would something fictional really happen? Sure. Not quite sure I understand the grammar of this question.
Well, you gotta remember, in that moment, Mars didn't necessarily overpower Zeus. He just held him back for a wee bit.
Yeah.
And that's all that was really needed.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it was fine.
Yeah.
Give him all the extra juice and stuff.
There was a lot of power up involved. But, regardless, we shall move on. Thank you very much. Now, this next one comes from the man who earned 650 million QP in Vegas and spent it all at Anniversary. They say, hey guys, hope your success on Banner 2 and good vibes to all. Wah, 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 wah. P.S. Can a guy get a few dozen apples more, please? I said that wrong, but whatever. Also, yes, I would like a couple dozen more apples myself. I've been using a lot. I'm going to tell you all right now, extremes are a hell of a drug. They're very nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But also, I see no mistakes, so I'm going to give you... Let me see if I can do it. You get a flower. Yeah! Alright. Well, we move on.
Oh, I was going to think smiley face.
Nah, we're going to go JP in this shit. Oh, did I accidentally leave a mark? Hang on. Actually, I can probably just delete this one.
We've smudged the screen.
I did. Actually, where's the smudge? Oh, is it on this one?
What layer is
ah!
it?
Hang on.
It's like, what year is it? But, you know, what layer? Get it? Get it, chat?
That's not it. I'm making the smudge bigger. Okay, there. I fixed it. All right. Anyway, so this next one. This next one comes from King of Apples, who missed out on the last mailbag because they were lost in the Immer Mines. Fucking fair. Question, now that we've had story chapters about Kyonskaya. Okay, actually, I think it's just missing an O.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta fix my pen again. I just realized I messed it up.
Also, I gotta be honest, buddy. If you were hoping for answers with this question, I have bad news for you. You're asking about future shit.
I'm just gonna put an O in there. There we go. Alright. About Kyonskaya Limbo, I wonder what happened with Rasputin. I initially thought his name might be Trom, but it's not. What about Muramasa? We're gonna have another story chapter with him as a primary character like Shimosa. All I can say is their shit will probably be resolved at some point.
Yeah, no, you're asking about future stuff, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. Am I a mind reader? It was like, I think it was a couple weeks ago now, but somebody said, you know, they were like, oh, I realized, you know, you guys did your, I wonder why you do master missions for the previous week, not the next week. And I'm like, well, it's because I'm not an actual future seer.
my first question would be like, okay, where do you find the master missions for next week? Where do you get your info?
Obviously that there may or may not be records of like JP's master missions going back, but ours don't actually match up all the time.
Well, no, because we have, I mean, because I'm pretty sure if we did like JP, we'd be doing fucking OQ Labyrinth,
yeah,
master missions right now.
So it would not work.
No.
So they actually do swap those around to match our events. So yeah, it's a little loosey-goosey. And that no future seeing rule applies to this.
Murmur. But that's that. They will do something.
All will become clear in time.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if I was going to assume, I'm assuming that things will not be resolved in, like, I will make an educated guess. I will assume that things will not be necessarily resolved in LB7, but they'll probably, Rasputin and Muramasa will probably have their own fucking shit to deal with. Probably in something like a 7.5 or whatever the final battle is.
And throw out there that Muramasa has already had a banner that happened as well. Like, obviously there'll be future raid-ups, but
no. So I'm expecting maybe they'll have, like, it'll probably be in the final battle thing that they'll have some shit resolved for them. Mm-hmm. And it'll be a good time to throw some raid-ups around, too. So that's Lucky's thoughts. With those thoughts, though, I'm going to move on. And here we go. This next one comes from Commandant of the Purifying Force. They say, hello, I have no witty nicknames to give at the moment. Lucky and Omega. There's supposed to be a comma here. Following the rise of the Castoria Revolution, I decided to try my luck at Summer Chiara with 169 Saint Quartz and 20 tickets. Literally got spooked by the unique summoning action. I'm assuming that means animation action. Of said Summer Servant with Bran and Ilian tow. My CE luck was trash, but I digress.
Yes, Summer Chiara has a unique animation.
Yep. I actually recorded it.
Oh, swag.
Yeah. Also, commas always go before the but. But I digress. I wanted to ask you... yeah, then this would have been a period. But I digress. I wanted to ask you what to do about my current dilemma about going for MP2 Chiara, now with the backup fund of 300 plus Saint Quartz worth of frags, which is almost 2,500. Please cast all my doubts I wish everyone goof, luck, and good vibes. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, what about the goof vibes?
P.S.
Be too mean. This person's literal P.S. Yeah.
Yeah. P.S. Slowly getting my vision clarity back. I believe this is double space, but I can't. I don't fucking.
There is a double space in there, yes.
All right.
But like I said, we shouldn't be too mean. This person is a regular correspondent and recently mentioned how they recovering from eye surgery. So.
Mm-hmm. Over and out, Studio Mega. Well, you know what? You did well, so I'm still gonna give you a fucking.
As for the dilemma of do you go for NP2 Kiara, only you can answer that which you desire.
This person may be gone, but I will still quote them because it is relevant even to this day. Follow the dick in your heart. Good old camper win. Man of feet and culture. And we move on. This next one comes from Moon is annoyed because her brother woke her up from a nap by smacking her with a plastic katana as a prank.
That means you beat his ass.
Yeah.
I have siblings. I know what's up.
You need to put a period in there.
Also correct.
If your alias is a sentence, you're going to have to make it a sentence. They say, question, hello there, Omega and Lucky. Hope you've been well and Summer 5 Banning is treating you kindly. Has your patience ever ran thin with something or someone? Yes, constantly. There's a reason why I don't talk as much in the Discord, and I will just randomly, well, it's not really randomly, and I'll just call out people, you are dead to me.
Simmering silence. Though, recently, that Lucky was like, I should also unblock people when I forget why I'm mad at them.
Yes.
Character development, everybody.
Well, like I said,
and if you... Go ahead.
Well, I'm about to say, like, if I'm mad at you, I'm mad at you. But if I look at your name, I'm like, why do I have this person blocked anymore? Then whatever I was obviously mad about has passed over, and I don't care anymore. Until you say something stupid again, and then I'm just going to block you again.
Yeah.
I will.
And if you ever... Go ahead.
And just because, and I will say this, just because I have you blocked doesn't mean I don't read your messages. It just means that now I have to make the constant choice to read a message that is blocked. I can't ignore you. I can ignore you if I wish.
Yeah. For me, if you ever want to hear my patience get thin, watch Prog. Watch Progression Tournament. That's involves a lot of herding cats, and I will often get short-tempered with the guys because they don't make it easy. Also, if you watch Prog, I'll probably bring this up on WhatsApp as well, but if you watch Prog, please, 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 actually, like, leave comments and stuff. I know people are still watching. We still get, likes and engagement and views, obviously, but it has been dead quiet in the comments. Like, just drop a line on today's episode or next week's whatever. You know, are you still happy with the format? Do you want to suggest changes? Whatever. Like, I require your positive feedback because I do not necessarily get uniform positive feedback from the rest of the Goop Troop, and I sometimes feel like when we play the game of chicken or mutually assured destruction that the guys forget that I have the biggest mutually assured destruction of all, which is I can just stop making the series anytime. It's not like it's a source of huge views for us. I can just quit, guys. So just keep that in mind before you talk about threatening to fuck shit up or whatever.
I was like, maybe I should.
You can absolutely yell at Dallas in the comments of Prog videos. That is what they are for.
Omega, do you want me to start sitting in Prague and just like blowing whistles and yelling at people?
I don't know if that would improve anything, but that would be funny for an episode. The whistle might be a little loud.
I won't do a whistle, but if there's one thing I'm getting good at people to yelling and then just like muting them or be like, sit down, shut up, fuck off.
Well, we've already got me and Dallas in there, so that already happens a lot. The main thing is if it's Dallas, I need to just be like,
well, that's the thing. It's maybe like
maybe for a special episode when we come up. We're getting close to 80 episodes, so we can have a lucky cameo for a little bit.
That's like I wouldn't say I can like. I don't think I would like listening to Yu-Gi-Oh because like literally everything would go over my head. I wouldn't understand a damn thing. But I know when people are being cheeky little gits, and I know when I need to fucking put my foot down. Like that's definitely
and we just, I mean, I don't know, we wouldn't, I wouldn't force Lucky to play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's asking for a whole nother new problem.
If you want really
Lucky gets hand trapped game 1, loses immediately, bans hand traps, goes home. That's what's gonna happen. But no, like you could show up. We have a lot of not quite dead air, but the reason why I don't like, you know, mute everybody and make us do this like golf tournament style is because there will be times when nothing is happening and we just move on. There was a couple of episodes, a couple of matches, I should say, last episode that just came out where there was just nonsense happening in chat, and we just had to, the people playing just had to move along with the stuff because it was just like people were gooping.
Maybe
yes, I know we've got 50 people watching YouTube. No, now is not a good time to insert an ad.
We're doing things.
In the middle of something.
But all right, I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
has pivoted back to playing FGO rather than showing the question because we got off topic there. But yeah, it's not like we're crazy or anything.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, that's not all the mailbag. It's just that we faff a lot, and rather than have you guys stare at a fucking off-white screen with text on it, I'm gonna give you something to actually watch because I am a I can't actually think of what the proper title is, but I am good at video production and media.
You're being a producer right now.
Producer, thank you. So
doing the content, arranging the stuff.
Yep. So let's actually switch back.
And since I refreshed, by the way, I have absolutely no idea what order these come in.
Well, I went straight down, but we're gonna go here.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, I refreshed, so that added 2, so the ratio is completely different for me. So let's see. Okay, it's this one. All right.
Yep. So this next one comes from the Tyrant King trying to keep Wallet Kun alive in this trying time of swimsuits and gacha. Powerful. Actually, maybe it doesn't need. Maybe. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? You know, I'll call a. Oops. Let me just
watching the preview window. I see. Yes. There we go.
I won't be so I can't look like that. I won't be so picky on punctuation the alias. But since that one's fine, that means moon.
I mean, strictly speaking, the way I learned about letter writing in school is you're supposed to
after
reading put a comma. But anyway.
I'm not gonna be that much a stickler. Anyway. So
what he said? Character development.
Question. Hey, Tyranitar, Lucky, and Porygon Omega Z. Will you guys do versus rolls on a banner on a banner with each other, or a video like Mist released today? If I laugh, I roll. Anyway, that's it for me. Sending good vibes. Wah, 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 wah. Your way, and hope that you have a nice evening.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think you guys pay us enough to do, like, weird, funny roll videos.
Listen,
like, obviously Lucky has a decent amount of cash budgeted for rolls anyway, so there might be some gimmick stuff we could do. But like, guys, I would lose. I have to roll against Lucky match because I would run out of Saint Quartz first. Yeah, like Axe just said, Lucky would keep going for an hour longer than me. And I as fun as that is, I have serious doubts that it would magically generate enough revenue to make up for the gimmick. Also, I have absolutely no idea what display I would use for my setup right now, because like Google absolutely fucked gaming mobile app as well, and I don't really know what works. I'm already talking about how I need more juice for my computer. I need to like get some extra RAM and stuff because it's being chunky on things. So yeah, that might be a good future gimmick, but right now,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like if Lucky was going to roll anyway, he could possibly challenge other YouTubers if they...
Oh, hell no, I'm not trying that.
No, you're not down to clown with that?
Do you know how much those people spend?
That's true.
Like, I'm not afraid to break out my wallet, but, like, and unfortunately, I do not, like I said, I'm very bad about following other content creators. Not that I think they're bad or anything. It's just, I am literally too fucking busy. I literally had to drop 2 of the gacha games I played because I'm like, where is my time?
Oh, I absolutely understand.
So,
I don't think I've played 3 Hopes once this week, even though I really like that game. I've just been so busy with other shit and content creation. And
Like-
I've still got more to do. I got another wanted to make.
Like, if you wanted to do, like, roll-offs, but, like, leave it at, like, have a strict price limit, yeah, I can do that. But if people are just gonna pull out their fucking credit cards and go until they blow, I'm like, no. I'm financially irresponsible. I'm not financially insane.
It's true. And, like, honestly, some of the streamy type stuff, multis, that can work for stuff.
Like, if Omega 1 Beanie had to roll off and we, like, had, like, only, like Omega had 300, I would limit myself to 300 and we'd see what we get in that 300. Yeah, we could do something like that. Again, I'm not entirely sure how we'd sync that up.
Yeah, the main thing is just the hardware end, because I don't really have a good setup for capturing my phone, and even if I were to use the alternative methods, that requires SUPRRISE stuff. Which would not work well with Discord.
Actually, I do think I know how we could do it, but it still looked very weird, because, like I said, we can stream to Discord, and we can capture screens off Discord's preview system, because that's the system I use to stream from my PS5 to Discord, and then I grabbed the screen from Discord to show on OBS, or wherever the hell I want to. That's how I get audio. So technically, if it'd probably be better to handle my end, because I'm a fair hand at this. But if you were to stream to Discord, I could probably capture that window, capture my window, and set them both up. The problem is, though, the ratio is going to be janky as fuck.
Yes, and also, like I said, that would probably have to be post my RAM upgrade, because I am sure trying to do that right now. Because, like, I don't know what this weird RAM creep is, but, like, I feel like every software I use, like, it keeps making a couple extra processes and sucking up just a tiny little bit more RAM. Like, if I have a Discord instance open now, it's got, like, 6 sub-processes, more if I'm in a VC, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here.
God damn it, goat.
Die, goat.
So, no, I do think there is some possible, like, ideas to be done with that, but unfortunately that is one of those, not right now, kind of things.
And obviously I understand there's some chicken and egg, like, well, if we did something flashy like that, we might get more viewers and stuff, but we do like to have, like, a minimum level of, production value. And I'm sure you guys would want to truly see, like, both ends of this somehow, whether that's, like, you know, 2 separate stream POVs, or Lucky manages to arrange, like, a pip-in kind of effect, or whatever. Point system. We might do some research on that. Just as suggested raw, that seems like not the greatest time.
Not right now.
But hey, there's like 52 of you watching, so we do appreciate you all tuning into a absolutely surprise smacker of a stream. Hey, thumbs up, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Pat yourself on the back.
Pat, pat, pat.
I have no idea if that carried over Discord.
Hang on, I want to put back on the battle music, guys. I love the music for this event. It's so country mountain. I'm like, yes.
Oh, it's so good. And then the pivot between day and night.
Yeah, we go, like we're getting. Wait, hang on.
We're gonna get there. We have a whole free talk, which I'm sure you guys will expand upon as well. It's actually why I'm kind of happy we're doing a live chat, because I don't have a lot of concrete bullet points written down, but I'm sure there will be a lot to discuss with y'all about the event so far.
Hey, Architect, thank you.
Architect.
Shit, that's right. I need to make more emotes. Honestly, I just need to go. Well, actually,
we need to double check what emotes we got and what we're missing, and then maybe run some polls.
Yeah, again,
I think we got like 3 slots.
Yeah, no, like I'm gonna tell you guys like now while like we're in the fab zone, like I am probably not rolling on anything until fucking Ibuki Doji comes out. Oh, when is Heian-kyo? Like November-ish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nissan said November, so I'm gonna assume late November. But
yeah, no. So like I'm gonna be skipping over Imaginary Scramble, skipping Actually, what do we got?
Everybody tells me Imaginary Scramble was supposed to be like a 4.5, so I'm sure they'll rerun it someday.
Someday.
They'll main interlude that someday, right?
Someday.
Copium.
But you know, I'm gonna have to skip Nemo. I'm gonna have to skip Van Gogh. I'm gonna have to skip Himiko. All that good stuff.
Nemo, luckily, is permanent, and knowing how you roll, you'll find him eventually.
Eventually, I will. But because in that meantime, I'm gonna be trying to recover from all this. Legendary's like, see me roll for me. I mean, I feel slightly called out, but they might be right. But I'm gonna be using that time to recover my funds here, and I'll probably be trying to pick up a tablet in the next couple months, cause I have literally given up on my fucking 10-year-old tablet here. I'm like, I'm done. I need something new.
That's solid. I think when you brought up how old it was, I was like, that's a good time for a new one.
So I probably won't be able to work on any graphics or stuff for the next couple months. And actually, I don't know how long these gifted memberships last. Are they just like a month?
I believe they last the 1 month, but then you can choose to maintain it on your own. You know, consider it, y'all.
Yeah.
I should double check what we got though, in case we're missing any, because we had very limited slots to start with. I can in fact check right now, but through the power of tabs.
But so once I basically get me a new tablet, I'll be able to sit down and redesign all the emotes again, and it won't be such a chore and a half with funky weird ass pen pressures and whatnot.
Yeah, so currently we've got wow, what? Doot. Boot. Yes, it's Doot Boot. Tyranny, which is just the high one. Comrade and Fancy Time, which means we definitely don't have Pope Hat or Floor. For sure. And let me pull up the Discord server. What other ones are we missing? Deus Volt also, which I think I have a transparent of already, so I could update that like right now. Yeah, I think those are those. No, I do not think we currently have the floor one in rotation. Lucky has pulled that out to redraw it. But I'm pretty sure I have the Deus Volt, and we don't have the Behold Pope Hat either.
That's sad, because I think the Behold and Pope and Deus Volt are like my two favorite.
I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've got a transparent one of the Deus Volt like right now. So let me see if I can upload that. Can Omega add an emote right now? Yes, he can.
Sick.
Save and publish. If that works, everybody's got a membership should be able to Deus Volt right the fuck now.
Let me see some Deus Volt in chat here. Let me see if it actually fucking works.
Let me refresh the channel to make sure. Alternatively, YouTube might need to approve it first, which has an unknown time frame.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is. Carlos got him.
Yeah.
And people collecting those memberships. And if you want to, like I said, if you want to maintain your membership, you get a cool badge, because YouTube did better than the badges that I made in MS Paint in like 5 seconds with some color shifting. So, hey.
That's a lot of Deus Volt. I love it.
Yeah. And like I said, I had that one transparent sitting on my machine anyway for stuff. I'll see what other things I have lying around. Lucky has given me various asset packs for stream thumbnails and the like. All right.
Now I feel like a real stream where there's just people just spamming emotes.
Yeah. Now we're real.
Now we're real, boys.
5 years. Well, not quite. We still have like a month or so to go before it's actual 5 years. But 250 episodes of this, and we finally made it, y'all.
Yeah. This pleases Lucky.
Members have access to badges and emotes, which you can't even use in the comment section, and I believe on our community page as well, as people like to do in Mailbag. Perfect segue.
Perfect segue. Let us swap back here.
We segue right back in. Segue.
So this one comes from Lighthouse Keeper Dreaming of Mermaids and Pancakes, who says, "Hello, Lucky and Mega. No question this week. Just hoping both your souls' fire was not the first victim in this event. If I remember correctly, I got 2 Ilyas and 10 tickets. Both of them were the silver to gold.
Sassy.
And then after that, I had to spend money. A lot of money.
By the way, because I was in this folder anyway, I am literally deleting the old star images I used for membership badges. That's how bad they are. They're going away now.
Forever.
We will never speak of them again.
Until Omega speaks of them again. So...
No, I've forgotten them.
Uh-huh.
I'm busy remembering the Kurito.
God damn it! No.
It's right there. It's in the emotes.
Why is it in the emotes?
Well, it's in with the rest of my stuff in the assets folder. I should
Oh,
say, technically.
okay.
But it's sort of in there. I have not turned it into a Discord emote or a YouTube emote yet. Probably shouldn't turn it into a YouTube emote because I used like Apple's proprietary emote for it. They might get mad at me.
All right, so I guess a quick story. In the pre-show, in the time before the stream, Lucky was basically I had to intervene, as we say in an argument. I believe in my number one rule in Discord that there'll be peace and love, or I will fucking kill you. So a couple people were getting a bit feisty, and I had to intervene. A couple of them didn't want to quite let it go, though, so I had to be like, silence. We will talk about other things. And for some odd reason, we started talking about, I started talking about food, and I typed the word burrito. And if everyone looks down on their, standard American keyboards, you'll note that the B is right next. Actually, I can't even tell. The fucking keys are literally faded away from my keyboard.
It goes CVB.
Thank you.
They're still right there.
They're still right there. So there was a...
My C key is starting to go. I've lost most of the C. It looks like a fucking kanji now.
Like, I'm looking at it right now. Like, you can kind of see the X on my X key, but the next two keys, I have no idea what the fuck they are. Then I can see the B, and then my M and N are just gone. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, M and N, that's weird. Like, I can understand WASDA, X and C, obviously, for cut and or copy.
Yeah.
Pasting and stuff. Like, that's very common, but... Yeah, wow.
That's weird. I should probably break out my new keyboard. I've just kept using this one because I'm like, it ain't broken yet.
Correct. I mean, I can turn the Kurito. It's a transparent PNG. I could turn that into a Discord emote.
Oh, please no. That's gonna mock me every time I look at it.
Yeah, I won't for Lucky's sake, because I just know the way our Discord works. Every time he talks about burrito, people would just be like, Kurito, Kurito, Kurito. And I'd have to be like, stop.
And I'm just... It's like, do you want to inflict emotional damage on Lucky? That's how you inflict emotional damage.
We'll hold on to that one. I'm not gonna get rid of that image though.
All right, but with that though, we're gonna keep moving. We gotta keep moving. We move.
I believe, chat, that is where the abbreviation came from.
So, we move on. This next one comes from Dave Spent Too Much.
Straightforward.
Very straightforward, considering this is the person who usually puts Dave, Lord and Savior, in every fucking known language he can. But they say, before I spent St. Q...
I feel like there should be a full stop or comma there.
Yeah.
Before I spent St. Courts, comma, I, for the third time,
oh, okay.
comma.
Okay, that's what it is.
That's still not grammatically correct because there's an extra I, but I understand what this person is getting at.
Let's just slash that.
Thank you for the super chat, GM Morgan.
Oh, wait, no, okay, whatever.
To the readable keybarg.
Carbarg. Got the firmware started in MP3 without getting the 4-star one at 3 packs later. I have Kiara MP5, also Dioscuri. Capitalize that shit. Before I managed to get one cope. Copy.
I'm not even sure that is grammatically an error, because one cope of bread. That could just be slang. That's still like a question mark.
All right, I'll give him a question mark on that.
Did you mean to type that?
Hopefully your guys' rolls went better.
Lucky's told how much money he spent, and I haven't rolled yet, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Like, again, I am dreading. Also, the fact that Sigurd Band was just sitting there, I'm all like...
Yes, that one I can thankfully say, thanks to the power of Catalyst in real life owning Blue Eyes cards, I already have a Sigurd, and I don't have to fuck with it.
I really want that Sigurd. I really want that Sigurd.
Mats for
Like,
those
no.
sweet costumes.
Like, no.
I will say, funnily enough, my current unit, who is both fashionable and tearing shit up, is Emiya, who is 666 NP 7 technically, but you know what I mean. Did that rank up for the blue?
For the blue. No, especially seeing Sigurd in this event, I'm like, oh, listen,
Luckily, I have guts, or I'd be dead.
Listen, I thrive on stupid couple shenanigans.
Oh yeah, no. If they just wanted to do, I'm sure there's some Japanese pun there, you know, for like romance and like blood or something.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole ass rom-com in there. You already have the supporting characters and the Valkyries, everything. And his fucking shiny glasses, dork.
It's the best. Let me just do that, though. So, let's keep moving on, though. This next one... Oops, I accidentally put the fucking actual name in there. There we go. I fixed it. So... This one comes from Concert You just ticks all my boxes, and I hate it.
Period.
With a period. The period, no period. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Hey, Counselors Looking at Mega. How goes this stuff? Are you still reeling from over farming during anniversary week, or was that just me? Probably my best anniversary roll-wise.
Not grammatically correct.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't need a wise. So far playing FGO with Castoria, Super Ryan, Melt, Canis, Da Vinci, Lily, and Stheno making their way into my candy. You didn't have a Stheno? What? Weird.
Listen, not everybody can be 8 Sthenos Mega. Still 8, by the way. That joke hasn't come back yet.
Well, it is
Trust
true.
me, you'll hear.
I haven't heard of I haven't got rolled a Stheno in a long time myself, but my Steno's MP5. Like, well, me and the lads were talking about this. My luck is really weird. Once I usually get something at MP5, it almost entirely vanishes. I have so many MP5 SSRs that I just haven't seen in forever. Like,
yeah, you were talking about how you don't have any USOs.
Yeah, no. Like,
which is a little freaky considering your spending habits.
Yeah, like, I have MP5 Tamamo, I have MP5 Waver, I have is it 4 or 5 Drake? It's still up there. MP5 John, MP5 Artoria, MP5 Arjuna now.
And obviously, when you get to NP5 for like some of your limited servants, you'll probably stop rolling on their banners, but a lot of those you just mentioned are permanent, so
yeah.
It's just like, interesting.
It is very interesting.
Stats, everybody.
So, it's very weird. Sorry. Where was it? Ah, yes. The downside, of course, is that I have no QP nor embers to speak of after this, and I cannot wait for a lot of it to come. It probably didn't help that, after being inspired by Lucky, I tried to farm 30 apples worth... 30 apples worth of embers to 100 to... you don't need to put the 100 to... You just need the 120. To 120 Aresh on the last day, but alas, I only managed to get her to 116. Probably could have pulled it off if I hadn't dedicated most of my wicks to getting guild to 110. Sorry to ramble, on to my question. What has been your favorite FGO anniversary as a whole? Be it the rolls, the GSSRs, or the quality of life that came with them. Best of luck with the Summer Gauntlet and the bestest of vibes.
I mean, my best roll luck was probably last year because I do have NP2 Da Vinci, which is the best I've done on an anniversary sermon. Little Da Vinci. I'm pretty sure I got my NP1 of other Da Vinci, not on the anniversary, and I still have no Sherlock, and I got Scotty off a GSSR this year, actually. But like pure content wise, this year, oh my god, the extreme dailies, based. I love them. They're great. I understand how you can get burnt out. I did get a little teched out myself there, but like you talk about how, I don't have any QP to spend. Now, dude, you said you got a Castoria and you got a Da Vinci Lily? Dude, you can do loops for QP. It's easy. You get like what, 4.5 million, I think, a run?
Yeah. I think my average was like 4.4, but that was me pushing with the Mona Lisa and the Bellies. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's rad. It's great.
No, it's good. My answer, next year. when we get Koyanskaya. That's the best one for me. Why?
Right.
You should already know.
They understand.
You understand. Literally the event that made me reevaluate my next 2 years of spending.
Yeah. Correct. And then they did it again.
Yeah.
They did another one. I think the only thing, and I'm not saying FGO would do this, I think the only other thing that could give Lucky that kind of like gross agita is if they did Golden Furred White-Faced Fox.
Yes.
They did Amaterasu. But again, I do not think they'll be doing that. But if they did, that would probably be the only thing you could do like a nuclear agita.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Lucky would be there, he would be down to clown with male comma. I don't think that would cause like an existential crisis in your wallet.
No. I'd probably be happy with like MP1 like male comma. Well, actually MP2. I like having a little bit of overcharge.
I like overcharge.
Yeah.
We do a little overcharge here.
But no, hecking. I got 2 Koyanskayas and a summer comma to get. I am. Yeah, so next year is going to be fun for me. This is literally the reason why I'm not rolling for anything until Ibuki Doji. I'm not even sure if I'm rolling for Muramasa. I'm still laying in bed just thinking, what do I want?
I'm going for Muramasa, y'all.
Like I'm not going for Karen. I'm not going for. There's just a lot of things. Like Knights of the Round, unfortunately, I will because I am a man of culture. But, ugh.
Well, also, I mean, I believe that for the first blob of that banner is Morgan Vargas Balban, and I'm like, Luckily, I got my Castoria, so I don't need to worry about any of the extra Castoria rate-ups they do. I can focus. I think we've both decided that even though we really, really like Vishra, because she's permanent, we're not gonna try.
Yeah.
That's a bad time. That's a very bad time, y'all.
Yeah, no, that's pre-Annie? So it's just like, no. So, yes, that is that. Let's switch back here to the screen of whites. And move on. This next one comes from My Brain Is Smooth. Please be patient. Question: what are your summer predictions for JP this year? Comment: I somehow got more copies of Castoria than David, Archer 3-star, when I went rolling this anniversary. I am happy to get her, but I literally just needed 2 more copies of Damon. Why did it take like 600 quartz? Hope y'all have a good rest of your week and sending good vibes. Well,
I mean, you could have accomplished that with FP, not St. Quartz.
True.
They didn't say they bring me smooth. Summer predictions for JP. I mean,
we were talking a little bit about.
Yeah, we discussed this. Some people have some thoughts. Like I said, I've seen some people speculating Summer Kagekiyo. I mentioned before that I feel like this event had a like hint that they could do Summer, as in this current event we're doing right now, Summer Chiyome. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I feel like even though it's been years, the Valentine's event that was a couple years ago with Semiramis really set up with the pigeon messages that they could do Summer Semiramis. They just haven't yet, but they could.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think the thing to always remember is that they like to do a lot of FGO original servants first. So I guess like Kagekiyo and Chiyomi are decent guesses there. They usually like to get some of their big off artists out there. It really depends. What Arco obviously just did Charlemagne, though we don't know when Summer for JB is either.
Water Arco has been literally nonstop. I don't think we've gone more than like 4 months without a new Water Arco design of some sort.
Yeah, so like Water Arco used to do a swimsuit every year, but then they started like getting Water Arco to do a lot of other servants as well. So it became a little less guaranteed because one artist can only do so much. And Takeuchi used to do a summer for sure every year. Let's see. Did he technically draw any of the summers this year? I don't think so, because he had Castoria just before. But he's back again next year with Summer Okiten.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like up and down.
I know it's not Takeuchi, but I'm still hoping for Summer Lancer Alter.
Yeah, that's another good one. That's one that's just not handled yet. You know, we got the ruler.
Mm-hmm.
You can do an Avenger. It's pretty easy. Oh, yes, he did the Summer Emiya costume. That's true. We should not necessarily count out male. Some of the costumes are pretty elaborate.
No, I love male costumes. We were talking about
Yeah, a lot of people were speculating about male costumes as well. I feel like some members of our Discord got a little more jazzed about that than others.
I mean, I was kind of jazzed. I like thinking about it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, this year we're probably going to see either a Summer Izo, a Summer, I forgot the Shinsengumi guy. Hajime.
Oh, Hijikata?
No.
Oh, Hajime. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hajime
hasn't a costume yet either.
Yeah, or Summer Suna. I feel like one of those three are going to show up. I feel it in my bones. Except I don't have any.
Japan emphasis lately.
Summer Suzuka would be nice.
I mean, it would be great for us to get Summer Suzuka since they have denied us Gyaru Santa Suzuka. I'm denied this. Well, yeah, but that's because you won't shut the fuck up about it, Axe. I'll predict Summer Astolfo just to say everything.
Listen, I don't need reasons to spend more fucking money, guys. I really don't.
I mean, female costumes are also okay, but, you know.
Listen, if they just went
costumes.
If they just gave all costumes for Summer, I'd be happy because then it means I wouldn't have to spend any money.
True.
Like,
they're not gonna do that because then you won't spend any money.
Yeah. Like, guys, like, how much more money are you willing to spend to get your male Summers? No costumes, only servants. You'll die. You'll fucking die. You'll hate it.
Summer Aresh is also that's an eternally good bet. Everybody's been saying that for years, but also it would be good. Make her an assassin so she can bully Summer Ishtar. I mean, there's a lot of options. I know many people on the internet as well. I'd fucking, Summer Medusa when. Also, acknowledge regular Medea. I can't say Summer Medea. I have to specify Summer Adult Medea. Stop making everything Medea Lily. She's cute, but she's not that cute. Though that would be hilarious because that would give me an opportunity to do that. Because I still don't have a Medea Lily because she's story locked for some ungodly reason, even though you keep using. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. There's a lot of fun ones out there. I know somebody suggested Summer Leonidas so that we could get Leonidas animation update.
That'd be solid.
We should do. I know what we should do for just the weirdness. Summer Jaguar Man. Taiga swimsuit. You know you want it. Come on. But yeah, there's a lot of options, but as usual, it's who fucking knows with these people. I think the only thing we need to keep in mind is that the servant needs to be like at least a year old, probably.
I think it's like a year or two. Well, nowadays I think it's like a year or two, but
yes. In previous interviews, the members of the dev team have said, I can't remember who specifically it was in the loop, but said that they prefer not to do these like special event things for characters who are under a year old for sure.
Yeah,
because they want to make sure that they have plenty of time for all the characters to like breathe and new stuff come out. This does technically mean that Summer Morgan is possibly on the menu. I don't know. That's kind of pretty close on the time frame, though. Especially because Morgan was already in a water-themed event earlier this year. Sorry, cough.
He cough.
I did cough. Shake out my bones. That's canon, by the way. I have bones.
I don't. So, I mean, you joke about that. It could totally fucking happen.
They could, but I do kind of feel like with Mixa, they already did that. I mean, it's Idol is not the same as the swimsuit, but they have done an alt for it as well.
I am waiting for some sort of space Summer, though. I'm just expecting it.
Yeah, you could do it. I think you said Sea of Stars earlier, and that would be one. We got there's a lot of fun, weird summers.
Medea Lily is on the Buki's banner for summer. Well, if I remember right, Medea Lily.
I believe it's a story-related thing.
Yeah, Medea Lily is in the story, if I remember, because it's a war of casters, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a weird Heian Grail war that I'm sure will be sick.
It will be. Anyway, we're moving on. This next one comes from the Forbidden Droplet, who says, "What's up, Omega Unlucky?" What? Oh, that's the eraser tool.
Is that a wrong tool? Wrong lever.
Excuse me. Don't forget to capitalize. With Summer 5 themed as a summer cat retreat with a horror/slasher twist, are there any good horror/slash movies that you've watched that didn't involve the characters being hit with the stupid bean and getting killed for their hubris? If you don't have an answer, that's okay. One of my favorite horror movies, The Babadook. Watched it a long time ago. It's a solid film. It's not maybe as creepy, but there is a lot of tension in it.
I mean, there's a lot of movies like this where people do stupid stuff, but I feel like a lot, like, Alien's a great film.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't actually think generally that those guys are stupid. It's just that they're being fucked with for reasons that are obvious if you've actually watched Alien.
Listen, if you're like, well, never trust Weyland-Yutani, and fucking also, how are you supposed to plan around the fucking alien parasite that evolves into the ultimate hunter? How? You don't.
No, you can't. You can't plan around that. You can't plan around, hey, we went to a distress. We found a weird signal. We found an alien ruin. Oh, there's eggs. Oh, God. John Hurt has a thing on his face. Through his spacesuit, by the way. He was wearing a vac suit, and it still got through the visor. We've pulled him on board. Oh, don't worry. He's perfectly fine. He gets fucking chest bursted at breakfast. And then, what the fuck do we do?
I still love that my favorite thing about one of that movie is when they did that scene, they told no one what the fuck was gonna happen.
Yeah, not exactly what the effect was. Like, obviously, they read the script, but nobody knew exactly how that was going to be represented in shot, and boy howdy. The special effects guys went overboard with the fake blood and stuff.
Squibs, y'all.
Which is why those reactions are very real. I also believe, though it's been a little while, the original... I mean, there are secondary characters in the original Halloween that are kind of dumbuses, but Jamie Lee Curtis is on the ball most of the time. It's just that fucking Michael Myers is like some kind of magical creature. Literally just appears in the background like a boss.
I'm trying to think of like other scary, like, if I'm gonna be real, I'm not actually that much a horror movie kind of person. Like I said,
I don't watch a lot of horror type movies. I've watched some, like, I mean, zombie movies were everywhere for a while there. I've watched some, you know, some thrillers and like some of the sci-fi stuff, you know, like you should at some point watch, you know, John Carpenter's The Thing, the original Alien, shit like that. But I mostly watch like slasher movies or people talk about slasher movies for like the dumb schlocky shit.
No, I have problems with like horror movies with the same reason I have problems with a lot of I can't remember the term, but you know the type of game where you can just walk and run away from the thing? A lot of the times I'm just like, no, stand your fucking ground and try to hit it with a fucking rock. Stop it.
Yeah.
So
and, those when you actually have those kind of interference and then, you know, like, oh, hey, you hit Jason with a rake and he doesn't give a fuck because he's huge. Yeah, that actually matters. That that brings more to the horror.
Yeah. Then you get a bigger rake.
Technically, canonically, they've killed Jason a couple of times. One of them is literally Jason comes crawling out of his grave back from hell.
So, let me see here. Oh, shoot, I don't even know where I am with my fucking missions now. I've been bouncing back and forth. I will go back and look!
No, it's a good time. You're out of AP.
I am. So, again, if we're talking about StarCore, I don't think StarCore is necessarily horror. It's more of atmospheric tension. Shit's weird.
Yeah, I think it's a thriller, and I definitely put some weird horror shit in there, but it's the vibes through all of that. Go watch Operation StarCore, by the way, completely on there. I also made a Delta Green playlist, so you can start from the beginning.
Yay.
But that was more about like you said, vibes than anything else. It was about presenting an unusual circumstance that everybody around was just like, this is weird. I don't like this. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here.
Oh,
and that's the thing about the structure of the Delta Green role-playing game is it's designed to give you an excuse for people that have to poke the horrible things because, you know, reasonable people who are like, I found a haunted house, or I found something freaky I don't like. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go away now. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket and go.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Pachi. This next one comes from Bunny Girl vs. MP5 Lewd Nun. She will need an adult. Haha. She is an adult. Although she's only a little bit older than you are, and she is very offended when you think she's much older. Very offended.
I mean, what I would say that is, Kiara, it's your own fault. You need to contain your Ara energy.
Nah, she refuses.
Though she is actually correct, because you got to remember that Kiara is an adult in, like, 2030 or whenever the fuck Extra takes place. So, no, she's not actually that much older than the protagonist, I don't think.
I mean, she's been growing up on those horny nun vibes. Those horny nun hormones. Sorry, I've been thinking a lot about drugs and stuff since we went down the hole. I was like, what are the future of drugs?
Well, it's something we always alluded to in the Sprawl, and is very frequent in these kinds of games.
Mm-hmm.
The original Cyberpunk 2020 has a shitload of them as well, for instance. But it's something we didn't really get into. Eclipse Phase also has a wide variety of things.
Not that I saw. I don't think so. Nothing popped out.
I mean, I feel like the event, if you're very early, that's literally the first little, like, servant special interlude you do, is, like, you know, Kiara reveals that she is in fact an adult still, kind of. She does her magical girl transformation into the horny police.
Damn it.
She is here to bonk the chicken. No, that's not a metaphor. That's quite literal.
She's gonna get that cock.
Again, not a metaphor. She screams. Also, do you have any mermaid for me to eat?
Anyway, they say, evening, gentlemen. No questions this week. Just wishing I had more QP and Ember to level up all my summer servants. Enjoy the event, and may a lewd mermaid bless or lewd your roles. I do want to remind everyone that even though Anniversary is over, the extremes are still there, and they are good.
Yes, while we are no longer 5x suck chance and half AP dailies, the dailies are still open. You can still get the extras, the extremes, like you said, and I talked about this. A single, full AP run of the new extremes was all I needed to max out my Pison's level. Though, admittedly, she's double EXP, but still, that's very efficient.
Very efficient. Alrighty. But there is that, and no, we will continue enjoying this event. I am enjoying this event right now. So, let us pull up the last one here.
Last one.
The second comes from Agent 418, who's been in a lockdown due to that corona.
Yeah, I know a couple of people who've been having the bad vibes. They've got those tickets to those darned Backstreet Boys lately. Everybody, remember to stay safe and wash your hands.
They say, hello, Lucky Omega. How goes the camping? I think it's a question mark.
It's an exclamation point, not a question mark.
I mean, they can have an exclamation and question mark.
Well, yeah, you can do an interrobang, but there needs to be a question mark in there somewhere.
Yes. P.S. And remember to have a safe trip. I refuse. Like I said, funny enough, this is the last one because if you just wait like a few minutes, we will start telling you. Haha.
Yes, though we have been going for about an hour 40.
An hour 40,
so
you say?
It might be a good time to take a little bit of pause. You do a break. There's like 50 of you.
There is.
We can run an ad like YouTube wants, and the rest of you guys can get up and get out there while Lucky studies his missions and figures out what the fuck he's doing.
I do need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
So I will pause the audio version. Don't worry, patrons, about losing audio content. You got bonus content at the front. Like there's 5 minutes you can hear Lucky. Everybody water up, stretch your legs, take a minute, and let's run an ad. After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, Lucky is back to work on his hydration situation. Ha 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 ha. So, let me see here. I'm at the time lock here, which I do know some people were mad about, but I like time locks because they feel like I don't have to rush everywhere. Lets me catch up on missions. As you can see, I'm at 58 out of 100. Super nice. Super nice. Let's see here. So I need to do 3 more indoor free quests, 20 rare enemies, saber enemies, divine enemies. Let me see if I can find some divine enemies, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a defeat 15 divine enemies after that. Let's see. Who the fuck is divine? So, let's see here. Do as, Sesu and Lily says, and check your fucking information. I do need to endure, but that's not exactly what I need here. Let's see here. What do we got here? That's the rare. I don't know if I need to punch wolves for it, though. That is a lot of pips. Shit. It's 6 pips. Maximum pippage.
Alrighty, I'm back. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Hello. Welcome, everyone.
I do need to fight Big Dragon.
I hope everyone has done the stretch. But, Lucky has finished up with mailbag. Sorry, funny comment in chat.
You can't see it, but Lucky is wagging his eyebrows as hard as he can.
Yeah, sounds alright. But since we are done with mailbag, that means it's time for free talk.
Yay!
Not that we weren't already freely talking, but you know what I mean. When Robin awakens from his death sleep, he can, put the time codes appropriately.
Mm.
He could just comment them, but, he usually just posts them in Patreon chat for us to tack on later. Anyway, free talk.
Free talk.
Which, number 1 is Summer 5 First Impressions. I don't even know if you can get all the way. I'm not caught up to the time gate, but I don't even know where exactly the time gate is. Lucky future proofing.
What's up?
Yeah. Also, Axe not a bug feature. You weren't paying attention earlier. That's intended. It's not a bug. It's part of the event. But yeah, so I was going to talk about first impressions for this. I just want to say, number 1, we were talking about like music and stuff earlier, but in general, the production value of this summer is crazy good.
Oh no, there's so many visual effects and just the effort they put into the haunted bits, I guess I want to say.
Yes. And just the opening with the curse videotape type stuff. Like, I put my headphones in for that. And I'm like, man, this is like real.
Actually,
this is like very high level.
Oh, that's
chat
why.
overlay is hidden. Yes.
Oh, sorry. When I was fixing the thing, I accidentally moved it. My bad.
No, it flips your gender off and on. It's not entirely random. I'm sure it'll become clear later.
Some people might have noticed. Some might not have.
Also, no, you are not the final girl. If you get very early in the story, when you first talk about the tropes you're dealing with, hey, guess what? Murasaki watched a lot of horror movies. Tracked perfectly. It mentions how, like, it is very common in these stories for the obvious protagonist to get murdered early as a subversion, which is true. So it's an event designed to murder you. You must subvert the subversion.
Yeah, let's just go punch berserkers. That'll probably be easiest.
But yeah, so the like production value of this event is great. It starts with like that whole video sequence with like VO and the text and everything. They got like the multiple different little intro slides for where you're going, all that stuff. Lots of other like weird haunty bits. Very good, very quality.
Oh no, I love
Chef's
it.
kiss. Just also as just a general like, whatchamacallit, like, in terms of the actual mechanics of the event, I've noticed that the mission roster is really easy to do. You can get all of Pison's Ascension mats day one.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, it's really slick and easy to do. And I don't feel like at any point I have been like looking at a mission and been like, well, where the fuck do I do that? Like, it's always like, you know, when you're progressing story, it's like, oh, go here, do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Move on to that one.
Sick.
And, like, everything seems to flow pretty well. The rewards are pretty good. My only complaint is obviously, like, yeah, I have 100 missions, guys. Why couldn't you give us 5 CEs? Well, you got to make me do 2 random drops. Why?
Oh, wait, do you have to get a random drop for the other one, too?
Yes, there's only 4 in store.
No!
And 4 in the mission list, so.
Why? You animals!
Yeah, I know. That's just frustrating, but it's whatever. But like otherwise, the structure of the missions is really good and easy. I know they warn you about flipping day or night, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you know, it's still like, first of all, they warn you about it, so they let you know if you're about to transition day or night if you need some missions. But also, it seems to flow a lot better as opposed to Summer 3, which was sometimes very clunky with the day-night cycle, right?
Well, yeah, because
also that one was multiple point ladders, which this one is not. So like overall, very good. Yeah, you need 2 separate CE drops. It's 4 in store and 4 in mission list, unless I miscounted, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I checked like twice. 1 for the spawn CE, 1 for the damage CE. Excellent CEs though. Choice quality. Great definition on Headhunter.
I can't remember
the okay hands. What were you gonna say?
I'm trying to remember what the other one name is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's
yeah, I'm trying to remember right now. Chad, I'll Google us in a second.
Oh wait, hang on.
Or you'll finish this battle and you can check. Who knows?
I don't think. Oh wait, no. It's Mash has it on right now, so I can't just pull it up in the fucking. Well, yeah, I was about to ask that. If it's damage CE during the day, is it like spawn CE at night?
I believe that is correct based on what Chad has said. And yes, it's Chainsaw something. It might just be Chainsaw Girl. But yeah, like I said, the day-night's a lot easier to handle, so it's handled really well. And then just overall, my last like actual bullet point before we, you guys can talk about like specific things is just I was talking about like obviously summers are usually pretty good writing wise. They put a lot of effort into all the extra details and quests and stuff. But it's very strong writing in this. We go directly from like actual classic horror tropes. Both like we had the slasher thing the first night, which most of you probably have gotten to. Apartment buildings come later, and I love how Tomoe like compares that to like survival horror video games.
I kept thinking of like Silent Hill 4: The Room. I don't know if that's something
stuff like that.
I don't know if that was the exact one she was thinking of, but because I do feel like she was actually maybe referencing a certain game, but I'm not sure which one it was.
it's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, there are also Resident Evils that are like that, you know, set around central locations you work with, stuff like that. And cursed videotapes also show up, which obviously was a direct reference to, like, you know, Ringu and stuff. With Murasaki even dropping a note about how, you know, started in Japan but was copied elsewhere later.
I do want to say that VHS. I want to shout out fucking Emiya feeling like an old fucking man.
Yes, there was a lot of that. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. The humor is still spot on, right?
Right.
Like, you know, Paisen dying and then putting on the little stupid ghost hat. There are a lot of over-the-shoulder silhouette gags in this event.
Like Ilya just popping up in the corner anytime, especially when Lily says she's a magical girl, and she just has the face. You know, Sigurd will be talking, and Bran will just pop up on the side there.
Yeah. Not to mention, we talked already about the loving couple, but, like, the Sigurd has a bloody sprite for Summer, but also he has the fucking glasses shing. Luckily, I have guts, or that would have killed me. You know, that kind of stuff.
Like,
yeah, I think the bodysuit thing is just to mention the fact that she's a ghost then. She hasn't, like, regenerated. I don't think they got very far up the baseball base list before Bryn may have decided to bonk Sigurd with a weapon.
If I can pull it off, I do want to see if I can trigger the Bryn and Sigurd sprite that shows on our MP, because it's super fucking lovely. I should probably try working on that.
But, you know, there's lots of stuff. Obviously, a little bit of a spoiler, but we gave the spoiler warning. Adult Hans.
Oh, it's
busy
so
author.
good. It's so good. I love his design.
Yeah,
actually, is that
so...
wait? Oh, wait. Is that actually? I need to check if that Adult Hans is a Wada Arco design.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is.
Okay.
Because she's Hans' artist, so that's absolutely got to be her work. Much like with Seshu and Lily. But, like, yeah, no, that great line. I love the just, like, neck creaking, like. All right, I'm gonna give you some advice, and then take Little Miss Deadline with you. All right, goodbye, Shu. Don't come back for 5 days.
Oh,
it's so good. Yeah, Yu's good at video games, but that's just she has a lot of practice. There's that great moment when you drop the pun and she grabs you and they do the fucking slow do not pun my name.
Like, honestly, like, I think one of the other things I'm, like, super thankful for this event is we actually get more interaction with Paisen.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of, like, you know, Lost Spell 3, it's like, it's never, like, it's not so much...
It's not guaranteed, like, in story. She says that she, you know, Qin Wang advises her to actually go to the Throne of Heroes so she could be summoned, right? But other than through the usual, you know, every servant is summoned, blah, 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 for story if need be, she doesn't do a lot. Obviously, she has, you know, like, Valentine scenes, interludes and stuff, but it's not quite the same, right? So there's a lot of action here.
You know, and it's great because, like, you start out the event with, you know, you and Zhang Yu showing up, and they're, you know, being their loving couple stuff, and I'm just like, yes, good.
Yes, they're a well, at least from you, they are a grossly affectionate couple.
Just how...
You keeps a level head at all times.
Just as God intended. But... which makes it more hilarious when you actually get to the singularity and they've been separated and Yume and it's just like, ah!
Yeah, I got all dressed up.
She is so fucking extra. It's like, it's really hard, like, it's hilarious, but I just love how different her character is from, Lost Spell 3, where, you know, she's, like, trapped in angst and sorrow and tragedy and all that stuff, and is a very bitter person. And now she's still kind of a bitter person, but she's relaxed about it. She complains like she's complaining to her friends and family kind of way, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she's done a good job, and they've done a good job with the writing of slotting her into the senpai role.
Yeah.
Like, she's way older than you, obviously.
Yes.
Which she likes to comment on, like with the weird reading, the mysterious Chinese-Japanese cipher. Oh, there was a silhouette in that video, too. Gee, I wonder.
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily a cipher. It just might have been such an old language when Japanese and Chinese were actually much closer in writing.
I think that's what it is. Like, it's a transitional period, but the other characters treat it like a cipher, and she's just like, ah, yes, I figured it out.
No, because, like, quick language lessons, Japanese is just based off Chinese.
Like, the pronunciation is all different for ungodly reasons. You hear this, by the way, whenever Bison does her NP, because she'll mention Zhang Yu, but it's like, I think
Ko-sama.
Ko-sama?
Yeah, Ko-sama.
Ko-sama. Also, I love how her fucking NP lines.
Deploying imaginary Zhang Yu. God damn it.
He's smiling. I'm very happy right now. Alternatively, you saw my dance that was only for Zhang Yu-sama. You must die. Which is why it's anti-male. We're going to do welfare corner later, so we'll talk about that a little bit more. But yeah, no, the writing in this is really great, you know. Also, I gotta say, I'm so glad Emiya got to be in an event.
Yes!
Oh my god, Big Brother Emiya gives me... I knew it would give me life when they previewed this 2 years ago, but it truly gives me life. Every one of those little moments with Ilya and stuff, and just everybody. Emiya's constantly cooking.
It's literally a mechanic.
Yes, like, just getting you your stuff, working on those things, you know.
He's like knowledgeable.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's just knowledgeable in all things. You know, can crack a joke. You know, we always call him Team Mom, but he seems like he's more Team Dad in this situation. Like he's taking.
Well, and I mean, like, honestly, in this case, it's really like he's not quite the same person, but he is playing the big brother role, because, you know, we've got Prisma Small Ilya here, and we've got Emiya. You know, he's bringing all the action, getting out there.
I think didn't he actually say something about when he changed his form, he was gonna like relax or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Ku has a line about this. He's like, that red mantle's always working hard, right? Like,
yeah.
Because it's true. Emiya is like, normally he is, well, I mean, as a counter guardian, he is always like professional. Being summoned is kind of his job. So usually he's pretty in there. But like his new costume, he's like, oh, we're going on a mountain vacation in Japan. We can relax a little.
Yeah. Look, I brought like 4 curry pots so we can make everyone make their own individual curry. And he's like, wow. But yeah, just seeing him like take charge and stuff, like seeing him get like upset about Ilya not knowing what a fucking VHS tape was.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I love that because, guys, if you'll recall, remember back to Fate Stay Night. What is the thing Shiro does? Like for cash and stuff. He fixes electronics using projection. Mm-hmm. That's like one of the few things he can do. Of course, Emiya is like obsessed with old ratty ass electronics.
Actually, I believe that.
I just love that about him.
I think that was also a gag in, I'm gonna say the name wrong because, Carnival. The original Carnival Phantasm, where, Carnival Emiya asked Rin to, like...
Yeah, Shiro asks Rin to record something, and she can't. She cannot. Some great gifts out of that.
But... No, but, like, just seeing him, like, take charge, walk around, help people fix things and stuff, it's good. Like, yeah. I'm, like, again, like, it was hard to think about, like, I was like, oh, yeah, like, Emiya is always this weird kind of sub-character, I want to say, usually. He usually only shows up for a scene, maybe, to lay down some truth or advice, and then he just ghosts back into the kitchen.
Yeah, he's usually a strong supporting character, and obviously I see why. Like, I do not necessarily agree with like Nasu's stance. Oh, I don't have any. I mean, he might not have any, but like, oh, Artoria's story is done. There's nothing more to tell there. Yeah, okay, so that's why you keep making up new Artorias to tell different stories.
Well, I think for Emiya, it makes sense because he...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, Unlimited Blade Works literally, like, encapsulates that man's entire story.
No, like, he
travels back in time to punch himself.
Like, you can't...
get punched by himself.
He is as developed as he's gonna be, and I think...
No.
And I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he makes it...
honestly, I think that's why, like, for Extella, they definitely fit him, even though he was a primary servant in Extra, they kind of fit him into the supporting role.
Mm-hmm.
Where he does good.
He does do good.
But just overall, there's great use of supporting cast in this event. Like, you know, I feel like we're constantly running into new people, but, you know, we're using, you know, old randos. Like, you know, Phantom fucking shows up, has a glasses sprite for no reason. Not that he doesn't look dapper, I'm just like, where'd you get those? Tell me your secrets. But there's the little, like, interludes. The fucking Raiko tells Kentoki there's fucking Odis in the woods, and he gathers a posse, and it turns out it's Summer Ushi and some demonic beasts, so they have a fucking sumo tournament. Why?
I mean, they brought my friend Manicardo, and he was all...
Of course.
And Kentoki's all like, no, we pals now, and Manicardo's like, yay! I'm all like, yes!
Yes. No.
This is exactly what I needed in my life.
Oh, and there's so many, like, parenthetical cuts, too. Like, speaking of the VCR bit, there's a moment where like everybody starts powwowing about like what's going on and, you know, the research and the plot and stuff we don't need to get into, and then it's like Ilya, because it's Prisma Ilya, is just like, yep, this girl is lost. And then Paisen is like, yep, this one doesn't give a shit about what's happening. And they fucking go off, and then their subtitles are Ilya playing, Yume Ren playing, and I'm just like, oh my god.
No, I think they've started. They're this is the thing about the Summers is, like, I always liked about these events is they're serious, but they're not at the exact same time. Yeah, we have this big overarching like summer horror camp, but during the day, usually things are pretty fine, and everyone can just go about their life, and they do.
Well, and a lot of the way we, like, don't die in the Singularity is we fuck with the rules, right?
Right.
By the way, if you're curious, for that first boss fight with Phantom, I picked the Ilya solo option because that doesn't involve stalling. I could have stalled, but I was like, nah, fuck you, die.
I mean, I did that too, and I literally ended Phantom in one turn. I was just like, stop.
Cease. Yeah, no.
But, like, I just love... I think they're doing it in a slightly better way of just unlocking them as like, in-between story. Again, some people are talking about, like, how the time lux kind of sucks, but I'm fine with it, because while I'm working on waiting on the timelines, I can go clear up other missions and go get the little ones. Like, I do believe it was, like, they might be required in between them, but what was it, like, Gui Busters? Where fucking Little Woo, Medusa Lily, and Miyu go around, you know, hunting ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet, but I read about that one, and I'm like, that's going to be great. Because that's the one where they fight Jaguar-Man at the end.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah, no, and these little interludes are great. I mean, some of them are just to, like, act as, like, baby trial quests. Like, I mean, obviously Tomoe's great in this, but the solo one with her, which is sparring with Chiyome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her fucking VR visor has expressions on it.
That's so good.
Like, question mark, exclamation point, and then VR Shinkage Ryu. Chiyome's like, I don't understand this at all.
No, I think the best part of that was narrator, and that was the moment Chiyome realized that what was it? Taijima no Kami was probably the most rock and roll person ever.
Yes, fucking, I love it. He's like, there's no difference between VR and your dreams. Master, your swordsmanship should carry you in both virtual reality and outer space. What, my dude? I love that guy. I mean, this is the man who, without breaking a sweat, was like, yes, sword beauties. That is correct.
That's the thing I think I love the most about him is he seems like the most stern old man there is, but he's like super fucking chill and just like, and just I guess the term I want to say is with it. Like, I remember his interlude where he constantly is going to the simulator. He's like, no, I'm just going on a fucking food tour. And I'm just like, oh my god, this man.
Well, it's because he's so super dedicated, and then but he also can like just kick back. I mean, and you got to remember his Valentine's return present is he gets you a bridge.
That's a great.
Like he's always been extra, but in like that really subtle way that I love. Fucking Tomoe making the lightsaber noises.
I don't know if I know at one point she does it, but I do think some of them are just the.
Some of them I think are sound effects, but the text box is still titled Tomoe Vroom Vroom, and I'm just like, she's doing that with her mouth.
I mean, I would do that with my mouth.
Yeah. And I just love how over the top it is. Like, after the whole, like, who's on first bit, Chiome goes, okay, hold on. So, you went to Tajima no Kami to learn his Yagyu-style swordsmanship so you could be better at virtual reality sword games. And Tomoe is like, yes, that is correct. She was just like, oh my god, what is it with the swimsuits and the people? What the fuck? But yeah, like, all of these are really, really interesting. The chickens for no reason when you do the Kiara, like, trial quest thing. It's very funny.
Also, it's just me, or did fucking Kiara do a fourth wall break there when she told you, it, like, this form is, like, not going to happen. If you want to see more, you have to go to the shop. I'm not entirely sure. Because you were...
I mean, that is a fourth wall break, I think, because she is one of the shopkeepers.
Yeah. And at that point, she was the only one there because you literally got knocked into the lake.
Yes. No, it's yes. Sasho and Lily is I feel is also very meta because there's a lot of meta commentary, right? Like,
right.
Murasaki is literally out here like explaining to you the subgenres of.
Give me the special one. Damn it.
She's out here like literally giving you the the lowdown on the different genres so you can break the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like explaining to Emiya like, oh well, yeah. The slasher doesn't just break through the door if you barricade it. They wait until you let your guard down. Because that's when the audience is, like, relaxed and low tension. You know, shit like that. It's a lot of really good stuff. Obviously, I understand because of, like, general future shit knowledge. There's some broader context going on here. Like, obviously, there's a reason why Paisen is the welfare and central character. Besides just, you know, hanging out. By the way, I fucking love forest therapy. I'm just gonna go in the woods. I'm a fairy. Fuck you. Go into the woods.
Bye.
Oh, you seem tense, Bison. Do you want a shoulder rub? And she's like, fine.
It's like, you did good, but not as good as that Mysterious. And then you just see old man Leaf fade, like, you know.
Phase in, yeah. I like her metaphor about pollution, but for grudges. She's like, yeah, just, you know, you guys and your hate and despair out there polluting everything. It's really gross.
They're Avenger chickens because you kicked their ass in Luluhawa, so they literally ran across the ocean to get to you. That's how mad they were.
They're quite upset. They had to run all the way to Japan. Also, again, just the vibes of using, like, Mountain Summer Camp. Like... Yeah, no, I understand this. It fits really well. It's also very Japanese, but also like very, I think, encapsulating to a lot of our global audience. You know, you taken a summer holiday? I believe most places. I mean, like Japan's summer break, for instance, is different than America's, but most places still do like seasonal breaks during summer for school.
Yeah,
it's fucking hot.
Like, I don't actually, like, I don't want to, like, say so, but I really do feel like the soundtrack definitely has a Western feel, to it. I know Japan has its own kind of country.
Yes.
But, I don't know.
Well, and I'm going to say, you know what it is, Lucky? You got to remember, they started with slasher movies. That's American as apple pie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was it? The original Halloween was, 1978? Friday the 13th was 1980, and that was explicitly a summer movie, about summer camp, right? Like... Obviously, they bring up cursed videotapes and stuff later. They do actually openly reference, like, specific J-horror genres and stuff like that, tropes. But we start with the classic American slasher. So they definitely, like, know how to bring some of the America vibes to this. So, yeah, no, there's a lot going on here that's really good. I just like the vibes. You got the cozy little cabins. Everybody has their individual little rooms and stuff. And just seeing what other people are doing is great. Yeah, that fucking the beachside one with when they realize that, like, oh yeah, there's water horror. That's so great. I love how Shark Boy doesn't even attack Nero. It's just like, what are you doing? Why are you attacking my float? How dare you? I'm very upset now. Then everybody else is like, wait a minute, are we sinking? And Skog is just like, can't you run on water? No, we can't run on water. Very well, I shall attach your swimsuits to my gable and throw you to shore. Meanwhile, the Summer Jean is just lost in the woods.
Oh, don't worry.
There's so many callbacks and great shit, guys.
Don't worry. Summer John's gonna slap that right back on.
Yeah, she's gonna activate her sister beam. But yeah, no. This one's really good. Like I said, the events are pretty nice. You know, like the actual missions, everything functions pretty well. I've been going pretty good. You know what? Any other moments you guys want to bring up, y'all? Because I didn't write a lot further down, but it's pretty good. Pretty solid stuff.
I gotta beat 20 of them now. Fuck. I'm almost to 60 though.
Yeah, that do be missions. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to wait for this episode to cook because we're live streaming it, so I can go right back to it when we're done.
Let's see here. Can't do nighttime. So indoor and sabers and divine and rare.
I believe somebody said that sphinxes are the only one.
Are they? Actually, let me go.
Or the only divine one, yeah.
Well, I do need more giant. I guess I'm gonna go punch some chickens.
Away!
Away!
But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Also from a practical standpoint, since this is immediately post, Emiya rank up, I have greatly enjoyed flexing the Emiya power. I'm 666 with double Castoria. My man gets like 230% refund on if he does his arts NP. Holy shit! Like that's just chef's kiss. I understand why they didn't want that in like the first run of the game, but I'm so glad it's an option. And obviously, because it's only one turn, you can't actually use it to 3 turn, but it's good, guys. It's spicy. I like it a lot. But yeah, if people don't have any other like good moments from the first wave of this stuff, I'll be happy to talk more about all the little quests and things that get in there. But there's a lot of good shit here.
Well, I think the problem is we're still only probably, I want to say, like midway through the second act. I want to say. Like, things haven't gotten, quote-unquote, real, and we haven't, like, figured out everything, so...
Yeah, we've established the rules, we have our recurring jokes, but we're mostly still working on problem-solving. Oh, that does remind me, though. I do want to shout out. We talked about how, like, the event is serious and not. Those fucking, like, files and videotapes and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the fucking found footage type stuff. Or, the, not quite audio logs, but like that.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I love how this can pivot, and honestly, I've talked about this before with examples like Delta Green and Call of Cthulhu. This is how I usually like to write quote-unquote horror, like kind of gallows humor type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they can pivot from jokes, like Python being like, they got me Kohai, they turned me into a pretzel. Don't worry, I'll be fine in a minute. And she is fine in a minute. And I think Ilya's like, are you sure you're okay? Also, another fun note, another good joke, fucking Firehose Ruby just pitching in. Oh, great.
No, actually, honestly...
Then the fact that they can pivot from the jokes to, like, yeah, no, this is some real-ass found footage type horror shit. Chef's kiss.
I also do love Ilya in this event because she is just so childish and freaks out. Her sprites are amazing.
Yes, this is maximum, like, no, you don't understand. I don't have to do any magical girl bullshit. I'm not saving the world. I am on summer vacation, okay?
Alright, let's see. Give me the special sprite! Hang on. Damn it!
I'm kind of curious, because I haven't seen it yet. I am curious if Murasaki's other sprites will show up.
I don't know.
Or if that's just for, like, the playable version.
I don't know. Her second ascension's not that much a swimsuit. Her third one is too much a swimsuit.
Yeah. But that second one, like, I could totally, like, maybe if there's an abandoned school we find around this lake, this cursed lake.
Honestly...
I could totally see her doing that for a lark.
Honestly, that makes way too much sense, actually. I mean, abandoned school is another one of those J-horror settings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of school-themed ghosts.
Actually, now that I think
We've
about
played Tokyo Ghostwire.
Actually, now that I think about it, we don't necessarily have like a school horror genre over here. It's not really our thing.
Not really. Like, some slasher movies have that vibes. And there's a couple of classic movies that are based around, like, high school type stuff. Like Heather, Jennifer's Body, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But it is not necessarily, like, a direct genre.
Let's see here. Let's unleash the quick.
But yeah, if that's the dunzo, we can move on to my next segment. It's time for Welfare Corner. Do-do-do-do. I don't really have a consistent jingle because it takes him a while to do Welfare Corners. But let's talk about Python. Usually we wait a little bit, but the fact that you can, like, literally get her to max level day one, even though she's not permanent yet, I feel like it's fair to do the Welfare Corner. And it's not like we're hurting for time. We're only at 2 hours and 15, even with all the great big faffening.
The great big faffening.
Which we like to do.
All right, it's time to
Hey, if you
murder.
guys like more faffing, you should watch What's Up tomorrow and watch our Monday streams.
I'm really sad that Stray comes out on Sunday because that is like the one day I'm not going to be like on some sort of stream. It's a little bullshit.
True.
It's a little bullshit.
Also, does it actually, like, is that like early preload?
No,
It's technically the 17th? I thought it was the 19th.
let me double check. I could have swore that it releases on the 17th.
J release date? Googling says the 19th.
I've been lied to! Whomst?
That is Doomsday. And that is probably going to be the day that I'm going to upgrade to premium. Because I think I am going to do it. They confirmed they're adding all those fucking Assassin's Creed games I've never played. The good ones, too. You know, Ezio Collection 4, stuff like that.
I hope you're all ready for Kiara's stomach.
There's a lot of good stuff on the premium that's only going to get better. Oh, and obviously, like, it's possible I may even have to go to the Plus because apparently Konami is working on, for the anniversary, they're working on relisting Metal Gear games.
Oh, sick.
Because they were taken down because of weird licensing stuff. Soon. But we're in Welfare Corner. It's the Python edition. Python has put on her swimsuit, but Lord Zhang Yu isn't around to appreciate it. So I'll appreciate it respectfully. I'm looking respectfully. And it's hard not to look because, as usual, Python's art is out of this world. It's a lot of curvature and definition.
Python sounds like the person who says don't look but wants you to look a little bit.
I mean, she wants to know it's working. But she's not afraid to smack you with the spear. If you go too long. I mean, that's true. I mean, have you seen her animations? They're great, by the way. Lots of good animation in this. I mean, again, she's a weird Chinese vampire lady. I'm pretty sure the temperature doesn't bother her at all. Anyway. We need to talk about this, because remember, if you don't respect Python, she's going to destroy you. So, Summer Yu has the best attack and the worst HP of 4-star Lancers, straight up. So, very obvious what we're going for here. She's quick, arts, buster. So, her arts hit counts are a little low. They're only 2 hit. So, her NP gain is quite high. It's 1.1. Which, keeping in mind she still has 3 hit quick cards, very spiced. Now, her NP is single target quick, if you haven't had a chance to use it yet. It deals bonus damage to males, and it also hits the target with 3 turns of Curse and Burn. Based on overcharge, it's 500 each to start, and I think it goes up to 2k at max charge. Let me double check. But I see some people sleeping on this welfare, especially because, you know, we had a Kagetora rerun recently and Erise came out. But I would not do that because you got to remember, this is a free NP5 and Quick still has the best inherent damage multiplier. So that single target is going to be very spicy. Also, it is 2,500 at 500%, which means that's 5k damage per turn, which is not insignificant if you get all the way to maximum overcharge. No, you might think she's AoE, but no. Anti-Fling Rondo is single target. It will obliterate that one guy really badly. I thought it was AoE as well, but no, it is single target. Like, NP-wise, she's
there it is!
basically budget Summer Tomomo.
Super cute.
There it is. Yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah, actually, actually, no, I'll finish my thought later, but keep going.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling back to Tomo Lancer to check.
Yep. Well,
yeah, so the main difference is Tomo Lancer is her trait damage is based on Overcharge. It's the same at Overcharge 1, but doesn't get higher. The thing is that because she's Buster, her inherent damage multiplier is like half as much. So there's definitely merits to be said for both.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, with all the Overcharge support, that getting to that max level is not that much. So she's got this spicy dot as well. So I will say I do kind of feel like Summer Paison's skills are not super standouts. Her best one, I think, is her first skill, because this gives her a one-time 5 turns 3k to 5k guts, which is about half her HP pool if you max level that. It gives her 20% NP gain normally, and then if you're on a water or sunlight field, which is a decent spread, by the way. I believe sun and water are one of the most commons. The only thing I think that's more common than water is city. But that's still a decent spread, and that's a further 10 to 20% NP gain. So, again, her NP gain is already really swole. It's 1.1. If you get the proc on her first skill, it's a lot. It's quite a lot.
A lot.
So you should have no problems actually generating her NP, as is. Her second skill is a targetable 10 to 20% battery, and also a taunt on self, which is kind of funny, but also pretty typical for Lancers. There's quite a few Lancers with taunts. And then her last skill is a fairly normal 10 to 20% quick up for 3 turns on self and 30 to 50% crit on the team, both for 3 turns. Her only passive is Magic Resistance B. So in terms of pure DPS, Summer Paison is pretty solid. She has a bonus damage, she's an easy NP5, and she has good stats. Like I said, literally the highest attack out of a 4-star Lancer. I want to see if she's tied or slightly above. Yeah, nope, she's like 100 points above even Lancer Alter. She literally has 300 less attack, just 300 less attack than Aresh. And only about 700 less than Summer Tomomo. So, like, her stat spread, very competitive. I know there's a lot going on in Lancers, but it's a good stat spread. I would say her other numbers aren't really that impressive, but her first skill is a real standout with up to 40% NP gain increase on, again, already really high. And a 5k guts on like a 6-turn cooldown. It's pretty good. For 5 turns as well. It synergizes really well with her taunt, so you can actually like get out there. And I think she can work with either arts or quick support teams. Like, obviously, you know, with Castoria, you really try and do, like, arts loops, but remember that Castoria also just straight up improves your NP gain by a lot and gives you the sweet attack up juice.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, you know, she does do quick and crit, so you can do that kind of support as well. And since her sizable guts is there, her low HP shouldn't be a problem. And the fact that she does inflict both Curse and Burn can be used to set up other teams. There's a lot of interaction with Curse and Burn for other characters. Like, for instance, you know, Yang Guifei really likes Burn. Well, you can set that up pretty easily. Since her NP battery is a targetable 20%, that means you can make her with K-Scope. So there's a lot of flexibility. I think they didn't go for flashy here, but they don't usually with Welfares. Welfares are usually pretty straightforward good, and I think that Summer Paison is a very solid, good, normal Welfare, everybody. So, yeah, keep that one in mind, y'all.
I'm excited.
No, it's good. There's a lot of spice. I'll have to check out her My Room lines when we eventually get through all the frickin' bond levels and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the regular Paison rank up was very well placed for us. I'm also really enjoying that because regular Paison is a bonus servant as well. That attack up and those extra turns on the buff remove resist. Pretty choice.
I got it again.
Nice. But that is about all we got in the free talk. That means it's just time for our usual, Finlay business wrap-up.
Yeah! Death.
Blarg. They is dead.
Oh, sweet. I just gotta do it 2 more times, and that'll be good on Divine and Super Rare. Perfect.
Nice. Perfect. Good
It
lineup.
It is a good lineup.
But yeah, so that means it's time for our usual wrap-up stuff. Let's see. So next week, I believe all of the current JP events will be over, so we'll be seeing whatever they do next. I think it'll be Lost Belt 4, like Road to 7, as a lead-up towards JP Anniversary, but we'll see exactly what they do. That means that there'll probably be some new of the Mat CEs. We'll see some banners. You might see some rank ups. We can talk about the quests, whatever they are. One of them will assuredly be Arjuna in some form, and it'll be annoying. One of them is probably going to be Asclepius plus infinite zombies, isn't it?
Probably. I'm still trying to figure out where they're going to necessarily slide in their summer rerun in the new summer. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I don't necessarily know if they're going to want to push necessarily summer so late again. It was weird.
The best time would probably be, like, you've probably got a weekish for anniversary, right?
Right.
Which I think is around the 30th for them. So after that, you could immediately do summer rerun and then new summer. Like, you'd preview new summer at the event, and then you could just slot in the rerun right behind it. Because while the anniversary is very important and there's memorial quests, other bullshit, you mostly just use it as an excuse to farm a shitload of embers and QP. So they could use that to link into a rerun. And, they haven't done their summer rerun, so that will be a good time. And if, they start doing less reruns, make sure to actually, like, when they do questionnaires and stuff, yell at them to do more reruns, because I think they are an important part of the cycle. Obviously, like I said, the Road to 7 is giving them plenty of stuff to do, but it's not the same,
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've got a brand new event right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I was not super keen about some of the reruns, but they're still important for banners and getting access to workers and stuff. Not everybody can, do maximum play all the time. But next show, we'll be sure to bring you an eyeball to whatever that'll be.
Yeah.
Also, look out for probably Monday night after we're done streaming and stuff. The next wanted drop for Summer 5, the next banner. The Kit Bash one did okay.
When is the next banner, like, what, next Tuesday?
Yeah, it should be, like, technically, like, midnight. Well, midnight for me, anyway. Midnight Eastern Monday, yeah.
Ugh.
Starts, like, that-ish.
At least I get paid next week, at least, so I'll have things to consider.
We'll also sometime next week get Daddy Google Books.
Oh, nice.
Our YouTube payout, because that's that. Yes, it is the second to last week in every month. I don't know why, because they make us wait a month anyway. I guess it lets them tabulate all the shit. Anyway. There will be another Wanted video. Be sure to tune into that one. That last one, even though it was like a summer mashup, did pretty goo. And I got to play around with the graphics and stuff.
Yay.
But I'm scrolling back. That's Fail Portrayal. That's for later. All right. Well, your Fan Servant Friday poll ended today, so we might be doing that next week, or maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see. But the final results is just barely squeaking in with a win. Benjamin Franklin Caster. With 39%, with Annie Oakley just behind him at 33%. So, some solid work there. But yeah, that'll be in the future. I already mentioned, obviously, if you enjoyed sitting with us live stream, doing live chat, and, shooting the shit and whatever, and watching Lucky Play games, be sure to check out What's Up. That's every week on Saturday. That's usually after the Let's Talk goes live for public, though in this case, they'll just be a lovely little VOD. So, check 'ems. I don't know what game Lucky's playing this week, but it'll be something.
It'll be something. I'm not sure myself.
You went the extra mile for the extra super duper PlayStation Plus, so you have a wide variety of things to pick from.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like streaming games. I really don't. It feels weird, wrong, blasphemous.
I don't know blasphemous, but it depends on the game. There's some stuff I like to stream. There's some stuff I don't like to stream.
Like every time I try streaming a game, I feel like I'm trying to put another console in my console. It's weird. Because it actually brings up, like, the PlayStation 3 UI on some of the bits. I'm just like, ugh. I know that I thought it was cool when it came out, but we're 2 generations ahead now.
Yeah. That part's a little awkward. Stream within a stream is a little weird. But anyway. Speaking of streaming, though, we do also stream Mondays. Currently in the middle of Great Ace Attorney Chronicle, in the middle of Case 4. We have to yell at the jury because they're yelling at us. Look forward to it in our weird accents.
Oh God. So I'm just thinking about stuff, things and stuff.
Stuff, things, accents.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you know, we greatly appreciate if you tune into any of our stuff and things and whatevers. And other than that, probably just gonna go ahead and do the full outro because I don't got anything else. Lucky, you think of anything?
Nope.
All right, we're good to go. Chat, now's your last chance to distract me before I finish the outro. If you've got anything you think we missed or whatever, let us know now or forever hold your peace until next show. Because my outro goes a little something like this. If you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to give it a like if you liked it. I see there's 40 of you left and only 22 likes. Shame on you. Shame on that 20 of you. So drop us a like. It's good for the algorithm. It's good for you. Feeds you new videos to watch, maybe, as opposed to YouTube constantly trying to get me to rewatch the same, like, 5 videos over and over again. Until I've already watched that video. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. And also, you can follow the link on our channel page or in the video description to our Discord. Come hang out. Post roles in the role thread, post other things in other threads and stuff. It's a great time. Join us, won't you? Get access to emotes. Corito not included. If you're new here and haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to get even more of these videos. Get your Wanted, your streams, your regular Let's Talk FGOs, all that other good stuff. Check it out. It's good. Sub, even if you're subbed, hit that bell for notifications so you always know when we post a new video or when we stream. Obviously, like, you know, you want to make sure you set the notifications to all to make sure they're in a timely manner, but usually they work. It's good. It's good for you. You can also join our channel membership, as we talked about earlier. You get access to membership badges and emotes, which you are seeing displayed on your lovely screen right now.
Yay!
So support us and have fun. And also, like I said at the front of the show, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to the episode's audio version for as little as $1 a month or $10 a year, roughly. You know, just audio downloads, which includes sometimes extra audio for this and What's Up and other stuff as well. At higher levels, you can get access to videos like Wanted Early. You can vote in topic polls like Fan Servant Friday. And at the 10 and up level, you can listen to Let's Talk FGO get recorded live every week. We stream to Patreon.
Oh, excuse me.
Or we get in a VC. Bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
We broadcast to VC, so patrons can listen in live as the peanut gallery. So if you enjoy the chatting experience, you can get it all the time.
All the time.
Primo benefit. You know, and all that stuff, you know, helps support us and things, you know, gets us through Lucky's recovering wallet and buying new computer shit and figuring out new, better videos to do things with and other fun stuff. They also, you know, pays for burritos and other food and stuff. Keeps us alive and fed. It's important.
It's very important.
But with all that, I think this has been a very special 250th episode of Let's Talk FGO. Thank you so much for all of you who have joined us today. Whether you've been here for all 250 episodes, sorry. Or if you're just joining us for the first time. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say. Thank you and good night, everybody.
All right, we'll see you next time.